Thank you, Mr. Srinivasan, for speaking to us, and have a good evening. Thank you so much. Pavitra, with that, it's back to you. Very soon we'll be starting the awards night, and just asking all the viewers to stay tuned and enjoy the evening.
All right, yeah, I think it's just going to be a few moments from now. Everybody seems to be taking their seats, and it's been such a set of enriching conversations already from the very best of India Inc. We have lots more. We have Mr. Hardeep Singh Puri has also just arrived, so we are going to be hearing from a whole lot of more voices through the evening. You want to stay tuned for that. The opinion from everybody seems to be very common that this is India's time. While they're celebrating this entire batch of leaders, everyone that is part of a legacy business is betting very hard on this entire new generation of leaders as well. So that's been very interesting to hear as well. It also comes at an interesting time because you have those three factors which are playing in India's favor. The fact that globally, we're being supported very well. We have the exit polls which are, throwing up favorable results, and you have the GDP as well. But with that, let me go across. I think we have another guest as well.
Samir, thank you very much for your time here, for patiently standing by. We're yet to announce the winners, but, what are you excited about? I think this is the first IBLA that you're in.
So it's a really exciting event. It's great to be back in Bombay, meeting a lot of industry peers, and excited to see all the awards.
Well, what's happening in the world of fintech? You guys have been kept busy by the Reserve Bank of India with one regulation after another. What's the latest? What's keeping you occupied?
I think, as the saying goes, they give you some, they claw back a bit. So I think there's a lot happening. Obviously, lots of new innovation happening. RBI is allowing us to work with SEBI, IPOs. RBI is allowing us to go international. So I think they're opening up a lot, and I think they're also sort of tightening on some areas, so it's a balanced outcome.
Speaking of tightening on some areas, on consumer credit, there have been some concerns. Perhaps, some of the fintechs leading this kind of growth without having gone through some of the business cycles. And so the risk weights for lending in this sector for banks have been increased. Borrowing from foreign BSEs is set to get more expensive. What is your overall sense of the move and how it will impact the fintech industry?
I think it's a temporary cooling down, and I think by design. In this case, they're not saying stop the lending. They're saying just be a little more cautious, discriminate, wait for a couple of cycles to finish, see what the true NPAs are, because it is lending, it's unsecured lending to consumers at scale. The friction of lending has come down considerably now. You're not going and filling out forms in triplicates. You open an app, you can get a loan. So I think they want to make sure that there's a sufficient amount of friction and there's a sufficient amount of sort of discipline.
What are your own ambitions in this area?
So we've launched merchant lending earlier this year. We're launching consumer lending not so far away. I think consumer loans is where we start. EMI, BNPL products that we'll dabble in. Credit on UPI I'm super excited about.
It is this unrivaled reputation for the most comprehensive coverage, actionable intelligence, and in-depth reporting that makes CNBC-TV18 India's #1 business news brand. Foreseeing change, growth, and transformation for over a quarter of a century. Trendsetters crafting innovative content formats. And award-winning business journalism. On air, online, on social media. As we embark upon 25 years of excellence, we invite you to be a part of our future. CNBC-TV18, your trusted partner and investment ally.
From here, possibilities are everywhere. From taking first steps here, to beginning your own wealth journey here. From backing global trade ambitions here. From here.
Commencing the India Business Leader Awards 2023 with a symphonic flourish, we are honored to present a virtuoso of exceptional stature. A Santoor maestro whose musical resonance has woven a tapestry of over 60 albums and harmonious collaborations with Grammy-winning artists. Please welcome on stage Santoor maestro Rahul Sharma.
From here, possibilities are everywhere. From taking first steps here, to beginning your own wealth journey here. From backing global trade ambitions here, to delivering on that promise here. From representing a team here, to empowering lives here, here, and here. That's why we're here on the ground. Here where you need us, in the world's most dynamic markets. A bank that connects potential to possibilities. So, where will you go from here?
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up once more for Santoor Maestro Rahul Sharma. His melodies have reverberated across the globe, gracing esteemed stages and leaving an indelible mark. This includes exclusive performances for world leaders at the World Economic Summit in Davos and a heartfelt serenade for the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Let's please give a resounding ovation for the maestro himself, Santoor Maestro Rahul Sharma, and his team, Nihar Savla, Ishan Ghosh, and Vinayak Pol.
We thank Santoor Maestro Rahul Sharma for this incredible performance. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's a look at the group, Network 18.
What's new about news? Nothing. That's until we stepped onto the scene. Instead of playing the game, we became the game. We reach 700 million people every year via TV and a whopping 320 million per month through digital properties. How did we do this? We went global. Forging partnerships with the biggest names in the media industry like CNN, CNBC and Forbes. Partnerships that are dominating their category. Our flagship English news channel CNN News 18 blew past the limits of what's possible, reigning as the #1 news channel for over 52 weeks. Our national brand, News 18 India, has more viewers than even popular entertainment channels and is India's #1 Hindi news channel. When it comes to numbers and trends, we mean business, so that you stay on top of your business. That's why CNBC-TV18 doesn't just lead in the business news category, it is the category. Commanding 96% of the market share, we've expanded into the beating heart of Bharat, speaking many languages and the truth, even as several of our regional channels rule the charts. While we dominate the airwaves, we've kept our fingers on the digital pulse. Our digital brands are platforms, not just websites. We curated informed opinions on First Post, creating premium properties that are expanding our global reach and presenting India's voice to the world. And with Money Control, we're blurring the lines between media and tech, straddling everything from news, data, analytics to transactions, creating products that help Indians multiply their wealth. Money Control's engagement metrics and app downloads are greater than all competition put together, making it the biggest news subscription product in India. But we're not just focused on numbers. We want to change lives, one campaign at a time, going big on purpose, creating initiatives that matter. We are changing India through Local 18. We've extended our reach to small towns, villages, gullies and mohallas, telling stories from the grassroots, creating access to untapped markets. We are Network 18, where news breaks on all platforms, made possible by converged digital-first newsrooms. We put the new in news.
Please welcome your hosts for the evening, CNBC-TV18 Sonia Shenoy and Shruti Mishra.
Well, a musical performance by Santoor Maestro Rahul Sharma. That was surely an enchanting way to start this evening. Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 19th edition of India Business Leader Awards, presented by Standard Chartered in association with Reliance Industries Limited.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us here this evening as we celebrate excellence in leadership and outstanding achievements of the business world. We reward innovative thinking, bold approaches, and a commitment to excellence. These are leaders who have not only made a dent in their organizations, but have also made significant contributions to the growth of the industry and the country's economy.
Absolutely. And it has indeed been a remarkable journey for IBLA over the last 18 years. On that note, I would like to invite the managing editor of CNBC-TV18, Shireen Bhan, to the stage to commence the celebration with a welcome address.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pride that I stand before you today, marking not just the 19th year of the coveted India Business Leader Awards, but also the start of CNBC-TV18's 25th year, a journey of pioneering credible, responsible, actionable business journalism in India. I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you for not just making time for us today, but for tuning into us day after day and night after night. We appreciate, value, and respect your time, and I assure you we will never take it for granted. I want to sincerely thank the Honourable Commerce Minister, Mr. Piyush Goyal, for his generosity and for his support. He will be joining us in just a short while from now, but I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Hardeep Puri, the Honourable Minister for Oil and Gas and Urban Development, for reworking his plans to attend the COP28 summit and be with us today. Mr. Puri, I cannot thank you enough. It really means a lot to us to have you here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme for the India Business Leader Awards this year couldn't be more appropriate. From recovery to resurgence. We find ourselves in a sweet spot, a scorching GDP growth rate of 7.6%, stock markets at an all-time high, GST collections up 15% year-on-year, consumption and investment, both engines are firing in full force. This is a testament of the effort of every individual in this room today and millions of others who are working to ensure that India finds herself in a position of undeniable strength. Speaking of strength, we couldn't be better positioned as we start our 25th year of chronicling the story of India and her entrepreneurship. Leadership for us, ladies and gentlemen, at CNBC-TV18 is a state of mind. As Aristotle said, excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. And these are the attributes that continue to drive us and have made us India's #1 business news platform for 25 years with an unprecedented 95% plus share of the business news genre. It's not by accident that we run the world's longest running show on startups and entrepreneurship, Young Turks, or that we've taken the lead to ensure that India embraces gender parity with our path-breaking campaign, Future Female Forward, or that we've made creating awareness to fight the curse of cancer our business with our thoughtful awareness campaign, Sanjeevani, or providing a platform and creating a community of SME champions. These are active choices that we make to ensure that we don't just focus on corporate P&Ls, but shine a light on what matters to us as a nation and as proud citizens. Well, they say you are better for the company that you keep, and we're proud that CNBC-TV18 was the starting point of what has today evolved into India's largest, most influential business news network with brands like CNBC Awaaz, Forbes India, and Money Control. We have an unparalleled reach of 85 million users and over 2.5 billion page views every month only for our business news network. Not just business, Network 18's 20 channels and 17 websites today have over 773 million viewers, 320 million monthly users online, and a regional expanse of 15 languages. We are local and global at the same time. As someone said, stories are the most powerful weapons in a leader's arsenal. And ladies and gentlemen, what a powerful arsenal we've steadfastly and painstakingly created with a diverse but connected set of leading news brands. Well, this also marks my own decade as managing editor at CNBC-TV18, and I'm deeply proud of the team that I work with. Leadership is also about having the humility and the openness to be led, and I'm driven by the most passionate, purposeful team that I could have hoped for. So my heartfelt gratitude to the entire CNBC-TV18 team for your unwavering commitment to delivering on the promise of news that adds value and not noise. Tonight we celebrate leaders who have courage, conviction and compassion. And I would like to thank the IBLA jury, led by Manny Masida, the worldwide managing partner at Bain & Company. I'd like to thank Zareen Zaruwala for your long-standing partnership for the India Business Leader Awards and your support, Zareen. Thank you to HUL's Rohit Java, Federal Bank's Shyam Srinivasan, Olympian Abhinav Bindra, Zerodha's Nikhil Kamath, Meta Sandhya Devanathan, Carrot Lane's Mithun Sacheti, and the Mahindra Group CEO Anish Shah for joining us for a rigorous and meticulous jury meeting. As the miraculous Silk Yara rescue operation showed us, there is no replacement for the human spirit, resilience, or a big heart, even in a world driven by AI and technology. So ladies and gentlemen, I take the privilege of showing you the IBLA journey, a legacy that encompasses 19 years. Thank you very much.
Our unwavering pursuit of greatness, the commitment to surpass the ordinary, our quest to reframe the game and the drive to deliver excellence saw the birth of the India Business Leader Awards 19 years ago. Since then, we've honored trailblazers, risk-takers and change-makers. It's been 19 years of recognizing leaders who think of innovation first with entrepreneurship, converge their passion and purpose to create enterprises of impact and value. Celebrating the success of Indian entrepreneurship and innovation, the India Business Leader Awards have become a collective of leaders that are not just focused on creating shareholder wealth, but are custodians of strengthening the India story by creating world-class companies and aspirational brands.
I've always believed in the power of transformation.
We are honoring those who reimagine the pursuit of excellence through change and future-fit business models.
My journey has been one of strategy, innovation and growth.
I'd like to say we all are at different points of our journey. Don't beat yourself up. The pursuit to excel with change has always been our compass.
I acknowledge the pivotal role of visionary leadership in shaping our nation's economic landscape.
We recognize the leaders and organizations who are driving our nation's growth and setting new benchmarks.
As we get ready to script the next chapter, ushering in our 20th year, we continue to honor India's very best. The CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards, a legacy that celebrates dreamers, achievers and icons of today and tomorrow.
And ladies and gentlemen, I now take the privilege of inviting the Honourable Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas, the Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs, Mr. Hardeep Puri, to join me for a conversation. Mr. Puri, as always, thank you very, very much for joining us here on the IBLA stage once again. Let me start by asking you, the Prime Minister made a statement when he spoke at the COP summit, saying that he would propose that India host the next COP 2028 summit. In 2028, the COP 33 summit, excuse me. What's the roadmap? How do we intend to be able to get there?
The statement was made only yesterday.
And I think you saw it as soon as I saw it. Therefore, there is no claim to inside knowledge that I have. But I can tell you it's a brilliant decision. As a citizen of India, I welcome it for a variety of reasons. Number one, since the several meetings of the UNFCCC or the COP meetings, India has moved very quickly to reposition itself. I mean, the earlier discourse was about the polluters pays principle, you are responsible, he is responsible. We've now reached a stage where we acknowledge as to whoever is responsible, we also have a duty to our next generation. We've got to leave the planet in a slightly better position than we inherited it. And the rate at which we are going, it's going to be worse. But before we go to COP and what will happen 5 years from now, etc., let me just say that, and something that you quoted Aristotle.
Yes.
There is something about excellence. I don't know whether Aristotle said anything about it, but the kind of people, leaders of industry that you are honoring here today, they would have made a mark even if they had not been in India, they'd been in any other world. So let's start by applauding that. And now we see the entire ecosystem shifting from, fossil fuel to green, sustainable energy, from traditional polluting ways of doing business to this thing. So I think it's only appropriate that the Honorable Prime Minister has positioned India. I think he's put in a claim for the COP meeting in 2028. I believe there's a process which you have to undergo. But I think considering the kind of effort being made in India, I'm sure that the Indian desire to host that event, and I'm sure that what happens is if you host a G20, I find somebody intimately connected with the G20 here. He was last seen holding his suit carrier with me in Delhi airport in delayed flights. He just got here. But the preparation for the event itself acts as a very major incentive for different parts of the economy, the ecosystem, all the industry, everybody to start focusing on that. So if you're hosting a COP meeting, and I'm personally delighted, but I'm not going to make any pronouncements on that you'll have to invite Mr. Bhupendra Yadav or anyone else to do that.
Okay, I won't go down that road, so I won't ask you about future pronouncement, but let me ask you about what you are going to say. You are headed to COP right after this event.
No, I keep having changes of plans all the time. But I'll tell you there's something fascinating happening. This COP meeting was hosted or is still being hosted
that's
for
right.
another few days by a country which is a major fossil fuel producer.
Correct.
And yet that country wants to transition. Now, I think therein lies the dilemma, or rather the dilemma to understand what is happening in the world. I mean, the UN Secretary General made a statement, and I'm an old friend of his. We served together in Geneva many, many years ago. He said that if the planet is on fire, you cannot use a garden hose or something to put out the fire. True, but we are living in a complicated world where almost any outlandish statement that you make could be true. You need to transition to from fossil fuel to green energy. India is doing it faster. I also believe that when there's turbulence in the global market, the transitioning takes place faster. But you have to be realistic. If you were to suddenly stop the use of existing brands or kinds of energy, whatever they be, you would have chaos. You saw that during the economic meltdown. Once the economy closes down, then you move to a crisis in livelihood. So I think what we are needing to do, and I'm sure that the Indian position, which has always been forward-looking and constructive, we will navigate from the current situation. We already changed our position in Glasgow. I remember when the Honorable Prime Minister was on the flight between, I think, Paris and Glasgow. Suddenly, when he reached there and he made pronouncements, I think the bureaucracy was taken aback. Because he said, you have to be part of the solution. And I think with India expecting to host the meeting in 2028, which will mean that you will have a more focused, vigorous Indian leadership of issues relating to climate change, both within the country and in the international arena.
So you said we need to be mindful about the transition that we make, and we've set targets on the renewable side for what we intend to achieve. But, companies that you are responsible for, the oil marketing companies, BPCL and so on and so forth, and I know you've just come away from a meeting. I mean, for them, how easy or how challenging and complex is this transition going to be?
I have some good news to give you. The problem is not the oil marketing companies. If we have a national target of net zero by 2070, all the oil marketing companies have targets before 2040.
Correct.
Most of them are 2035 or 2040. So they are already on the way there. I mean, when I go to see, look, I hope my friend R.K. Singh doesn't mind, or somebody else, but I should not be called the Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas. I should be called the Minister for Energy Transition. Because what our refineries are now...
Have you made the suggestion to the Prime Minister?
No, this is not something you suggest to the Prime Minister. You get away by making this statement with Shireen Ban and it gets around. But I think the intention is that the focus of the IOCL has 11 refineries. 2 of them are already devoted to green hydrogen. I keep playing one against the other. Today I told the BPCL when I was reviewing their performance, I said when I joined in 2021, July, I was associated with this ministry. This was a company up for sale. Yeah. Their half-yearly profit was what? 39,000 crores? Yeah. 19,000 crores. Net profit after tax. A company that you wanted to privatize in July 2021, today is going to end up with a profit like this. And what was the presentation to me on? Sir, we are in collaboration with such and such company to make electrolyzers. We are setting up a green hydrogen power plant. That is the real story.
So privatization off the cards then?
You want to privatize a company which will end up with a 50,000
I'm asking, sir. I'm asking because the government said that they don't want to.
Absolutely. So I turned around and asked, who put the privatization on the table? Certainly not my ministry. Then you see what happens is different parts of our system function with a view to achieving results. Now, if you think that something... I was also the Minister for Civil Aviation when you privatized Air India.
Yeah.
And not because of anything else. One initial belief, like Amitabh gives me tutorials on how the private sector is very efficient, the companies are very efficient. That's why I started by saying Aristotle should have said these business leaders would have been a success anywhere. In the United States, in Germany, they would have been successful. But I couldn't go to my senior colleague every year and with folded hands ask for 8,000 crores to run Air India. And what happened? We are laughing. All the aircraft manufacturers are laughing their way to the bank. An order has been placed by Indian Airlines, I mean Air India and another one with private sector, large share, of 1,000 planes. Now, if you do the correct kind of decision making, you get good results.
Okay, so it made sense for Air India because it was guzzling cash and saddled with debt, but you believe it no longer makes sense for a company like BPCL to be on the block?
No, I just want to understand, why do you privatize companies? Because either you don't know how to run them, or they make losses, etc. But I just gave you the figures. I mean, this profit of 19,000 crores, I asked him today, he said, look, we've never made this profit in our life. Well, I had some fun. I called another company which claims to be the 7th largest in the world. They're friends of mine. So I said, these guys are doing very well. So he started giving me a long explanation. They're doing well because their refineries on the coast. But, it's a happy situation that in spite of taking huge under-recoveries or having under-recoveries during the pandemic, we were the only country in the world which sold where the petrol prices came down 11% over a 2-year reference period. Everywhere in the world, they went up by 30-40%. Around India, it was even more stark. And they took a cut, but they took a cut because I told one of them, look, we're a 7,000-year-old civilization. Do me a favor, for 1 year, don't crib. Just think of the consumer first. And they played ball, and today they're all doing quite well.
So let me ask you that, given what is happening geopolitically today, I mean, you've now got the ceasefire between Hamas and Israel being called off, and that battle is on. What is your view now as far as global commodities are concerned, and what this could potentially mean in the near term?
Look, I have to be very careful. Anything I say here will not remain within the confines of this very eminent August gathering. But I'll tell you another thing. OPEC Plus had a meeting yesterday. I went to Vienna just about a few days ago and I told the OPEC Secretary General, my position as petroleum minister has never been, please reduce the price. The energy is a sovereign asset you've got. You do what you want with it. You want to leave it underground. You want to extract it. You want to extract more of it. Entirely your call. But let me remind you, there was a time in 2008 when energy prices went up. With a current situation where half the world is in recession and the other half is flirting with recession, if oil prices go up, demand is going to drop. Well, yesterday they they added to their 1 million barrels a day cut. They put another 1 million barrels on the table. And you know what happened to the oil market? It came down.
Yeah.
Came down to $79 a barrel. I don't want to tempt fate, but I can tell you, whatever is happening in the world today, we need energy prices to remain stable and predictable. Somebody asked me, how low do you want them? I said, no, I'm a consumer. I'd want them very low, but you're not going to reduce them because I or India wants it low. Look, the situation in the Middle East, again, I don't want to tread on other people's toes. We have managed it so far. The fight between Hamas as a terrorist group, we condemn the attack, but we still believe, and as does the rest of the world, and we've reiterated it, the PM has reiterated it, the Palestinian people are not a terrorist group. The Israelis have a right to coexist. Israel has a right to exist, and any terror attack on them has to be condemned. So I'm glad that there was a ceasefire which has resulted in the release of what?
Yeah.
39 or so?
More.
39 or more plus prisoners. I am hoping, as has been said by the Indian state system at the highest level, that better sense will prevail and that the remaining hostages will be freed and that the focus will be towards peace rather than a resumption of hostilities. The cessation of hostilities for the interim period was good. I hope it can continue.
You know, we are here to celebrate and honor the recipients of the India Business Leader Awards. I don't want to labor too much, but from a consumer's point of view, I want to understand from you, what can we expect now as far as the subsidy bill is concerned, specifically on LPG subsidies? The government has provided a further relief and a further cushion. Is more expected?
No, you know, I have one position as a line minister. I'd like to make LPG distribution free. But then, you know, I also have a senior colleague sitting in North Block. Look, let me put it this way. There was a loss that the companies incurred, I think, of 28,000 crores. We are grateful to them that they showed sensitivity. Some other companies did not do it. We are not happy about that. But that's their sovereign, that's their commercial decision. We compensated them for 22,000 crores out of the 28,000 crores they lost. I'm glad their results have been good subsequently, and they've not only reclaimed. So I keep telling them, now that you've made the money, next time you need to look at prices, you do that. They all smile. But look, they are answerable to their shareholders. The government has a limited role to play when you are dealing with those. I don't know how much revenue do they produce, the OMCs together, over 20%. Of the government's revenue comes from these companies. So they are responsible corporate citizens. You didn't ask me this and I don't want to answer the question. I'm asking, koi chunav ho raha isliye daam kar. Arey bhai, chunav to yahan har 6 mahine mein hote hain. No, it's not that.
चुनाव तो हो गया, result क्या आने वाला है कल सर?
We'll win 5-0. 5-0. Tomorrow, wait till tomorrow. No, 5-0 nahi, 4-1 log keh rahe hain, but I am the eternal optimist. I think it will be very good. My friend there is nodding and he knows about these things also,
Okay, so let me end then by asking you, Mr. Puri, we're at the end of this calendar year, and of course we've got plenty to digest at this point in time. As I pointed out, India in a sweet spot. We've seen a blistering growth number coming in as far as the GDP is concerned. Your key priorities, what are you going to be focusing on?
First of all, you had a scintillating Santur performance. You're not just a sweet spot. You are the one country in the world which has its act together. So don't be defensive about that. And the reason you've got your act together is because the private sector, which is a dynamo of wealth creation, is doing a damn good job. So let's celebrate that.
Absolutely.
And I don't know why I'm in a provocative mood, because I've been traveling relentlessly the last 10 days. I feel very happy personally when I see cross-fertilization. I mean, people who were in the finance ministry now joining the board of Hindustan Unilever. I think it's a damn good choice.
Yes.
I mean, why do people who work in the government only want to be in the government? Well, I should encourage a lot of people to leave the government and go to the private sector. Yeah. Amitabh, I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at you. It just so happened that my friend was here, so Seemaji, so I'm just looking at her, and then you happen to be sitting behind her.
Well,
no, let me give you the priority.
Yes, please.
Look. Let's be very clear. Whether you buy the undiluted 7.6% in the second quarter, you know, April, May, June was good. July, August, September was even better. As I think the coming one, October, November, December will be still better.
That's right.
What we need to do is to move to the mindset that, and the Prime Minister, I think, is leading the charge on that you're moving in the direction of becoming a Viksit Desh, and please acknowledge the contribution of those who are making it possible. And I am hoping that when we go into 2024 and after that, that is the real story, after 2024. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there are some guys who still think that they have an alternate formulation, but I think they are, you know, somewhat delusional. But I think the economy post-2024 will show the kinds of results. And, you know, whether you buy the 7.6, I read a very long article today and an analysis. Well, you know, that last year that period was negative. It doesn't matter. Even if that was negative, if this one had not been 7.6, so what would have happened? You would have been low. So I think I read another article by somebody whom I don't always agree with, that when you look at GDP figures, look at the hard reality.
Yes.
Avoid the decibel music surrounding that.
Yes.
But I'm very confident, and I think we are in for even more. So don't just call it a sweet spot.
Okay.
We are the country which has its act together.
We are a country which has its act together. Hardeep Puri, thank you so much for joining us here this evening, for your provocative views. And I have to say, I like the sound of the energy transition minister. I think that certainly is an idea worth taking forward.
And by the way, when you put that statement out, say that I wasn't doing advocacy for the ministry. I wasn't. I genuinely believe that the focus now is on biofuels, compressed biogas. It's on those kinds of things.
Well, thank you very much, sir. I'd also like to take a moment to welcome Mrs. Seema Goyal. Thank you very much for joining us here at the India Business Leader Awards. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. So we're going to request you to take your seat and come back in just a moment from now.
Thank you, Mr. Puri and Shireen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible start to the evening with insightful perspectives. The conversation has truly set the bar very, very high for the night.
Indeed, Sonia. And now we carry forward the momentum with the first set of awards where we shine a spotlight on the youthful force and their transformative impact on the outstanding realm of business.
Well, the first category is Young Turk of the Year. Shruti, you know, the Young Turk of the Year award recognizes a dynamic organization that has left a significant impact amongst its peers through innovation, leadership, and a dynamic approach to business.
Absolutely. These young visionaries are not just making waves, they are the tide shaping the future of entrepreneurship in India. To present this prestigious award, please welcome onto the stage Honorable Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas and Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs, Mr. Hardeep Singh Puri, our jury member Shyam Srinivasan, MD and CEO of Federal Bank, and Shireen Bhan. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for all three.
So let's take a moment to delve deeper into the winner's journey.
PhonePe is a pioneering force in India's digital innovation landscape and has become a major spoke in the wheels of driving financial inclusivity in India, disrupting and redefining financial experiences as a market leader in UPI payments. The fintech giant processes over 4.5 billion transactions a month, seamlessly integrating digital payments into daily life. PhonePe boasts 500 million users meaning 2 out of 3 Indians are on its platform. Its influence extends to 35 million merchants straddling urban and rural India. Even as it clocked 77% growth over financial year 2023, PhonePe has taken an aggressive step that promises stronger growth and a boost to India's digital economy drive by venturing into ONDC-led hyperlocal e-commerce. CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards 2023 proudly names PhonePe as the Young Turk of the Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. What an impressive journey PhonePe has undergone. Congratulations on this exceptional achievement to the entire PhonePe team. I'd like to request Sameer Nigam, the founder and CEO of PhonePe, to please join us on stage and accept the honor.
Sameer, congratulations and thank you so much for joining us. Mr. Srinivasan is standing here, and I have to confess that every time we have done an IBLA jury in the past and we've talked about fintech companies, the banks have always been a little bit dismissive of whether fintechs will actually have the staying power or not, and you're really a testament to the fact that now that view has changed. So what's next as far as PhonePe's journey is concerned?
Thanks, Shireen. A lot. This has been a busy year. Lending platform, insurance platform, all financial services. I think with 500 million users, we have a launch pad to bring inclusion the way we imagined it. So, hairstyle notwithstanding, I feel like a young turkey just getting started. We're launching India's first app store to compete with Google and Apple. I think, like Honorable Minister Sir said, our time's come. I think we are at the cusp of a digital revolution. We leapfrog everything, and I'm hoping that PhonePe can play its part. And the next generation is going to be Product Nation.
God bless you, says Mr. Puri. IPO next? Is that the next target?
IPO will be a milestone. It won't be the target. Billion Indians on digital payments.
A billion Indians on digital payment. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for PhonePe. Sameer, thank you very much and congratulations once again.
Thank you. I kindly request Mr. Puri and Mr. Shyam Srinivasan to kindly stay back on stage to present the next set of awards. Once again, hearty congratulations to Sameer Nigam and the entire PhonePe team. Your remarkable strides in the business world have only just begun, and we eagerly anticipate the path that your pursuit of excellence will take you on next. Moving on swiftly, it's time for the Young Turk Startup of the Year. Now, this award recognizes the entrepreneurial spirit that propels startups into the forefront of innovation, recognizing an enterprise that has demonstrated exceptional promise, disruptive potential, and is reshaping the entrepreneurial landscape with its innovative approach.
So Young Turk Startup of the Year is not merely about just business. It is a beacon of change and innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's unveil the Young Turk Startup of the Year and explore the compelling narrative behind our winner's journey to success.
In the realm of sustainable transportation, BlueSmart has emerged as a revolutionary force. It is transforming urban mobility with a fleet of all-electric cabs and saved over 21,000 tons of carbon dioxide emissions through 10 million clean rides so far. These numbers are only rising fast. Since its launch in 2019, BlueSmart's fleet has covered over 325 million clean kilometers, energized by its own electric charging infrastructure. Not satisfied, BlueSmart has now ventured into manufacturing electric cars. For its energy and passion towards building a sustainable future, and its commitment in transforming and meaning of e-mobility to mean everyday mobility. CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards 2023 proudly names BlueSmart as Young Turk Startup of the Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's extend a warm welcome to the co-founders of Blue Smart, Anmol Singh Jaggi and Puneet Goyal.
A resounding applause for Team Blue Smart, the pioneers behind India's first and largest all-electric ride-hailing service and EV charging infrastructure operator. The company is elevating customer experience by guaranteeing zero cancellations and zero surge pricing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a bigger round of applause for the Young Turk Startup of the Year. Congratulations. Well, you're getting endorsements here from Shyam Srinivasan saying he loves your cars. And that brings me to the question on when do you expand pan-India? What's going to be the target? When do you double?
Sure. So I think pan-India is not the top 8 cities in the next 2 years for sure. Okay. Yep. And pan-India maybe another 2 years.
What have you done to ensure that you actually, the customer experience, as I pointed out, Mr. Srinivasan here loves the cars, and a lot of people here in the audience said exactly that when we spoke earlier this evening. What is it that you do in terms of being able to retain the customer experience? What drives you at Blue Smart today?
We launched 2 industry-first features of zero ride denials and zero surge pricing. As a woman, as a man, you can just take a Blue Smart. We are the only 4.9-star rated service in the world which has traveled over 325 million kilometers. In fact, I have some well-wishers here. When we launched Blue Smart 5 years back, Mr. Kant was the one who inaugurated our launch. We were 70 cars then. Today we are 6,000 cars. And we have a lot of love here. We have Dr. Pawan Goenka, again one of our mentors. You were the one on which your show we launched Blue Smart that evening. But yeah, customers love us for our brand value. We are reliable. We are on time. You can travel in a safer manner. We're building the mobility of tomorrow. So that's what we.
We wish you the very best of luck as you build the mobility for tomorrow. And Mr. Kant clearly seems to be the lucky charm for many of the young Turks who have been awarded here on this stage. Thank you very much. Congratulations once again. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause.
Congratulations once again, Anmol and Puneet. All the best for your success. We celebrate your success here and the promise of your continued growth. Well, the disruptors are up next, Shruti. The category sheds light on those who challenge the status quo and those who bring about transformative change.
Yes, an award dedicated for businesses that haven't merely redefined the industry, but have excelled in breaking new ground and setting new standards. The award is a tribute to innovation that goes beyond boundaries, creating a new market to disrupt the existing norm. These are the companies that identify opportunities where others perceive obstacles.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you Disruptor of the Year. Let's experience their extraordinary journey.
Online shopping. It is now an integral part of the Indian business and consumer psyche. And the government's Open Network for Digital Commerce, or ONDC, is redefining the digital commerce ecosystem. Created with a vision of inclusivity, fairness, and giving both businesses and consumers wider access with the ease of use, ONDC adds a pivotal layer to India's digital public infrastructure. It challenges the status quo by promoting interoperability between commercial enterprises, supply chains, and platforms. Empowering users with data control, ONDC has expanded its reach to 600 cities in a very short span. In the process, it has over 1 lakh sellers on its network and is adding 3,000 to 4,000 sellers every week, supporting over 1 lakh transactions per day. For its commitment to breaking down barriers and creating a level playing field in India's rapidly exploding e-commerce landscape. CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards 2023 proudly presents Disruptor of the Year Award to ONDC.
Congratulations to this year's Disruptor Open Network for Digital Commerce, ONDC. Your disruptive vision has indeed set a new paradigm for success. ONDC is a first-of-a-kind, groundbreaking initiative redefining digital commerce and democratizing it for all. May we please have Thampi Koshi, the Managing Director and CEO of ONDC, on stage to accept the award. Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations, Mr. Koshi. Before we proceed, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Piyush Goyal, our Honorable Commerce Minister, for joining us here this evening. I know it's been a crazy day for you, so thank you very much. We truly appreciate you being here. And I know that ONDC winning this award will particularly put a smile on your face because you've been responsible and working behind the scenes as well. But Mr. Koshi, to you, sir, congratulations to the entire team at ONDC. Dilip Asbe is sitting here in our midst, and many are suggesting, will ONDC be the next UPI moment for India?
Of course, we are going to build from where people like Asbe has started, and we are sure that collectively we can go 10 times more. And the vision, as you would see, is that we are following the vision of Digital India from our Honorable Prime Minister. And 10 years ago, if we had sent any new project, we would have said, hey, we imported it from this country and that country. Now we have come of age. This is a global first. Following the vision of the minister and mentored by our minister, we are very proud that this will truly be a game changer for the world.
We wish you the very best of luck. How many already onboarded on ONDC, and where do you hope to close the year?
As I said, this is a network. This is not a platform. So many people like PhonePe here, Paytm, so many of them together, and bringing all their consumers. So I don't even know how to count. But my ambition is that every citizen of this country will be able to benefit and will come to the market, not just a privileged few.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the team at ONDC. Congratulations once again, Mr. Koshi, for joining us here this evening. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, sir, and team ONDC. You've demonstrated that disruption is synonymous with evolution.
I would now like to invite on stage Mr. Piyush Goyal, Honorable Minister. Please join us on stage to give away the next set of awards. Please give him a big round of applause. Thank you, sir, once again for being here and taking the time out. The recipient of the Most Promising Company of the Year award is a company that has showcased exceptional potential and a steadfast commitment to sustainable growth. So let's take a quick look at the winner's journey.
In the dynamic realm of innovation, Persistent Systems stands out. With its impactful projects ranging from groundbreaking IoT solutions to cutting-edge advancements in cloud computing and artificial intelligence, it has been at the forefront of the technological wave that's shaping the digital landscape. Persistent Systems has emerged as one of India's fastest-growing IT companies, clocking 35.4% growth in financial year 23 and 35.2% in financial year 22. It crossed $1 billion in revenues last year and is now working towards crossing the $2 billion milestone within the next 4 years. In this, it is being steered by a dynamic group of professionals led by founder, chairman and MD Anand Deshpande and CEO and executive director Sandeep Kalra. For their vision, determination and drive, CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards 2023 proudly presents the Most Promising Company of the Year award to Persistent Systems.
Most Promising Company of the Year 2023 is Persistent Systems. Let's welcome Anand Deshpande, founder, chairman and managing director of Persistent Systems, along with CEO and executive director Sandeep Kalra. Ladies and gentlemen, keep the applause going.
I thought Anand was here as well. Okay. Well, we've had trouble with flights today. Well, congratulations to you and the entire team at Persistent. 2 billion over the next 4 years. That's 2 years. That's the milestone. That's the new target, is it? That Mr. Goyal has set for you. Doable?
So first of all, sincere thanks to CNBC-TV18 and the jury for this award. Everything is doable. We'll give it our best. Awards like this, encourage us all, and I can only tell you this: we have a strong set of customers, some of whom are right here on the tables right here. We have a strong set of partners, and most importantly, many employees passionately working towards it, many of whom are seeing this live. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and we wish you the very best of luck in being able to advance that milestone that Mr. Goyal has set for you. Bilkul haar nahi hogi. But let me end by asking you, what does excellence mean for you at Persistent Systems?
Defining what matters, measuring what matters, bettering on what matters.
Congratulations, and thank you very, very much for joining us here. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for them. Before I hand it back to Shruti and Sonia, ladies and gentlemen, we have some very, very, very special guests here with us. Shubman Gill right here, straight from the pitch. So thank you, Shubman, for joining us. Mr. Sunny Deol is here this evening, sir. We truly appreciate you being here. Thank you very, very much for joining us this evening, and of course, all of our other guest participants and jury members. Back to you.
All right. Once again, a huge congratulations to Sandeep and team for leading the way in digital engineering excellence. Heartfelt thanks. Request the Honorable Minister to kindly stay on stage for the next set of awards.
Okay, let's move forward. We now honor the trailblazers of the year. Now, these individuals, remarkable as they are, stand as pioneers in the realm of sports, fearlessly embracing innovative thinking and forging new paths in athletics.
Their distinctive approaches to their respective sports and exceptional performances have not only shattered records, but also served as an inspiration for generations to come. They epitomize what can be accomplished through unwavering dedication and groundbreaking innovation in the world of sports.
Okay, so to present this prestigious award, we, along with Mr. Piyush Goyal, we also invite now up on stage Olympic gold medalist and our jury member, Abhinav Bindra. Let's now take a closer look at our winner's journey and achievements. Take a look.
Anu Rani, the first Indian woman to reach the javelin throw finals in the 2019 World Athletic Championships, and the first Indian javelin thrower to win a gold medal at the Asian Games 2023 at Hangzhou, embodies resilience, determination and indefatigable spirit. Steeplechaser Parul Chaudhary has showcased tenacity and perseverance with multiple triumphs through the year, from the gold in women's 3,000-meter steeplechase at the Asian Athletics Championship in Bangkok to qualifying for the 2024 Paris Olympics by setting a national record at the World Athletics Championship in Budapest, to clinching gold in the 5,000-meter steeplechase and silver in the 3,000-meter steeplechase events at the 2023 Asian Games in Hangzhou. The Indian men's 4x400 meters relay team, comprising Rajesh Ramesh, Mohammad Anas Yahya, Amoj Jacob and Mohammad Ajmal Variatodi, has demonstrated the power of endurance, fortitude and resolve as it won gold at the Asian Games in China and broke the Asian record in the qualifiers of the 2023 World Athletics Championship at Budapest. These athletes are true heroes, carving their names in the history books and making the Indian flag fly proud as they secure their place in the annals of Indian and world athletics. CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards 2023 proudly presents the Trailblazers of the Year Award to Anu Rani, Parul Chaudhary and the Indian men's 400 meters relay team.
May we please request Anu Rani to come on stage first to receive her award.
A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Anu Rani.
Congratulations. आपने शुरुआत कहाँ से की और कहाँ से आपको प्रेरणा मिली कि आप जैवलिन में जाकर अपना सक्सेस बनाएंगे?
नमस्ते। मेरी शुरुआत तो बेसिकली गांव से हुई थी, क्योंकि मैं गांव से हूँ, एक साधारण से परिवार से हूँ। तो मेरा मेन मोटिव यही था कि क्योंकि गांव में लड़कियों को बाहर निकलने के लिए मौके नहीं मिलते हैं, उनको दबाया जाता है। तो मेरा यही मोटिव था कि वहाँ से निकल के आने का कि कुछ नया करना है, क्योंकि मैंने गांव की लाइफ देखी है कि लड़कियां कितना स्ट्रगल करती है। तो मेरा यही था कि मुझे मतलब इस स्ट्रगल से यहाँ से बाहर निकलना और कुछ अच्छा करके दिखाना देश के लिए।
स्ट्रगल से बाहर ही नहीं निकली, आपने तो बिल्कुल ही छलांग मार दी। तो आपके भाई थे जिन्होंने आपको सपोर्ट किया, आपका सहारा बने वो। आप क्या कहना चाहेंगी बाकी भाइयों को जो देख रहे हैं, ये कार्यक्रम देख रहे हैं, जो बाकी माता पिता देख रहे हैं, कि अपनी लड़कियों को वो क्या मैसेज देना चाहेंगे?
मैं यही बोलना चाहती हूँ उनको कि बच्चों पे ट्रस्ट करना चाहिए और जिस भी फील्ड में वो जाना चाहते हैं उनको भेजना चाहिए। जैसे भाई है, भाई तो हमेशा बहन के साथ ही रहते हैं, सपोर्ट करते हैं, तो ऐसे ही प्यार और सपोर्ट देते रहे फैमिली वाले। बस
अगला टारगेट आपका क्या है?
अगला टारगेट तो मैम ओलंपिक्स ही है, तो सभी प्लेयर्स का टारगेट वही है कि दोबारा से प्राउड फील कराएं अपने देश के।
अनु रानी, girl from UP, making India to the map. Thank you so much, Anu Rani. Congratulations for joining us here this evening.
Congratulations, Anu Rani, for making all of us proud, for making India proud. Now may I kindly request Parul Chaudhary to grace the stage and accept the honours. A big round of applause once again, ladies and gentlemen, for Parul Chaudhary.
पारुल, मैंने आपका इंटरव्यू देखा था जब आप जीत गई थी, तो आपने कहा कि जो लास्ट के 25 मीटर जब आप दौड़ रही थी तो ऐसे लग रहा था कि आप नहीं खत्म कर पाएंगी, लेकिन आपने सोचा कि मुझे डीएसपी बनना है तो मुझे ये जीतना ही पड़ेगा। ये आपके ख्याल में कैसे आया?
मतलब कि हर एक एथलीट जब किसी भी बाहर कंपटीशन में जाता है तो वो जीतने के लिए ही जाता है। वो पूरी मतलब अपने पूरे साल मेहनत करता है कि हाँ मैं जीत के आऊंगा, तो मेडल जीतने के लिए जाता था। लेकिन मतलब जब 20-25 मीटर रेस थी तो मतलब मैंने उससे पहले 24 आवर्स पहले एक इवेंट किया था जो कि स्टीपल चेस था। वो ज़्यादा डिफिकल्ट होता है क्योंकि हेडल के ऊपर को मतलब क्रॉस करते हैं तो बहुत डिफिकल्ट है। तो उसके बाद यही था कि मुझे गोल्ड मेडल जीतना है और मतलब जीतने के लिए कुछ मतलब दिमाग में चलता है तो वो गोल होता है कि हाँ मैं उसके लिए जीतना है। तो मैं गोल्ड मेडल जीत के आई तो बड़ा अच्छा लगा।
हम सबको, पूरे देश को बहुत अच्छा लगा कि आप जीत के आई। आपने ये भी कहा था कि आप जब बचपन से स्कूल जाती थी, 8 किलोमीटर का रास्ता था और आप पैदल चलती थी, तो वहां से आपको ये कहां से ये प्रेरणा मिली कि आप स्टीपल चेस करेंगी, आप गोल्ड मेडल्स के बारे में सोचेंगी? कहां से आपको ये प्रेरणा मिली?
देखो, मैं एक छोटे से गांव से हूं और एक छोटे से किसान परिवार से हूं। तो मतलब पापा जी जाते थे तो आपस में गांव में आपस में जाते हैं, तो किसी ने बोला कि स्कूल में गेम्स हो रहे हैं, तो मैं स्कूल में फर्स्ट टाइम 800 मीटर किया था तो उसमें फर्स्ट आई थी। तो फिर वहां से पीटीआई सर होते हैं, उन्होंने बोला था कि इनको स्टेडियम ज्वाइन कराओ। फिर वहां से मेरी शुरुआत हुई, फिर वहां से मैं अच्छा किया, थोड़ा नेशनल में मेडल आए, फिर नेशनल कैंप में थी। तो मतलब थोड़ा थोड़ा सपोर्ट सबका मिलता रहा, जैसे कि हमारे स्पोर्ट्स अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया है, एथलेटिक्स फेडरेशन ऑफ इंडिया है, और मेरे कोचिस हैं, बहुत कोचिस लाइफ में आए हैं और सपोर्टिंग स्टाफ है। तो सबके सपोर्ट से मतलब मैं गई हूँ और मेडल जीत के लाई हूँ।
अगला टारगेट ओलंपिक्स?
हाँ जी, मैंने अपना ओलंपिक्स क्वालिफाई कर लिया है वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप में। अभी बस यही है कि प्रैक्टिस करेंगे और अपना जो टाइम है और अच्छा उस टाइम को देंगे।
आपका टाइम आ गया और आपके साथ हमारा भी टाइम आ गया। पारुल, थैंक यू सो मच, कंग्रेचुलेशंस। लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, अ बिग राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज।
Heartfelt congratulations, Parul. We are confident that everyone tuning in today takes immense pride in your achievements. Now for the final recognition, I invite on stage the Indian men's relay team. Let's give a resounding welcome to Mohammad Anas Yahya, Mohammad Ajmal Variaghodi, Amod Jacob, Rajesh Ramesh, Mijo Chaco Korean and Nihal Joel as they step forward to receive this very well-deserved award.
Congratulations. You know, here's something that I want to tell you all in terms of the backstory. When we told them that we would like to have them join us here this evening, they were very clear. Either all of us come or neither comes. That is the power. That is the power of not just sportsmanship, but teamwork. So, and I want to ask all of you, and I know that there's going to be a surprise element at the end of this as well, which I'm not going to tell anybody, but you have to be ready. You have to be ready for that. So what is the glue that holds you all together?
I think the fact that all of us have the same goal. So we always had this dream after like Neeraj Chopra won the gold medal at the Olympics. It was the last national anthem that was played in the stadium. So it has always been a goal that, the next time the relay is always the last event. So we always wanted that the last national anthem to be played should be the Indian national anthem. And we did do that in the Asian Games, and we're a pretty tight-knit group of people, so we push each other. And it's pretty good to have a team when it's, especially in a sport like athletics, which is an individual sport. So yeah.
So you said that we're a team that pushes each other. Are there different roles that each one of you play within the team? I mean, is somebody the sort of the doer? Is somebody the more zen-like who calms everybody down? Who does what on the team?
So he's the one who's like our manager, and he's the one who's like the leader for the group. And the one who keeps it light is Mijo. And most of us, we're a fun group of people, so we take everything.
I can see that. So what is the next target? What's the next goal? What are you prepping for?
So this year we broke the Asian record, which was a really good achievement for us. We had great support from Athletics Federation of India and Sports Authority of India. So we have even more support this year to do well in the Olympics, because we're definitely sure we're going to be there in the podium.
Well, we are definitely sure that you're going to be on the podium. I can't let you go without all of you. They don't just relay, they also sing in harmony. So we are going to have them do a little bit. Come on, go for it, go for it.
I'm a bathroom singer, I need a shower to sing.
It's okay, pretend that this is your bathroom, go for it. हाँ.
तो मुंबई में बॉलीवुड भी यहीं से है.
बिल्कुल.
तो मैं 2-3 दिन पहले गाना सुन रहा था शाहरुख खान का कि मैं कोई ऐसा गीत गाऊं.
We'll join you.
हाँ प्लीज. तो 3, 2, 1. मैं कोई ऐसा गीत गाऊं कि आरज़ू जगाऊं अगर तुम कहो पल के झुकाऊं. सॉरी तुमको बुलाऊं या पल के झुकाऊं कदम तुम जहां जहां रखो जमी को आसमां बनाऊं सितारों से सजाऊं अगर तुम कहो.
Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Thank you very, very much for joining us here this evening. I'll take that from you. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Congratulations to this very multi-talented team of people. Resounding applause once again for the men's relay team. A heartfelt thank you once again to each of these trailblazers for bringing pride to India through their remarkable achievements in sports. These trailblazers have individually forged distinctive paths in their respective disciplines, establishing new benchmarks, serving as a profound source of inspiration for all aspiring athletes. So congratulations once again.
Now, as we carry forward our mission of global representation for India, we now introduce the next category that honors exceptional human spirit, the Special and Para Sports Leader of the Year Award. Now, this accolade is bestowed upon an individual who has demonstrated remarkable dedication and accomplishments in sports, triumphing over all challenges and adversities. Ladies and gentlemen, join us as we unfold this inspiring journey.
Gold at the women's individual compound event at 2022 Asian Para Games Hangzhou. Gold at the mixed team compound event at 2022 Asian Para Games Hangzhou. Silver at the doubles compound event at 2022 Asian Para Games Hangzhou. 16-year-old Sheetal Devi is an inspiration. The world's first armless female archer, she is the embodiment of what happens when determination, dedication and discipline meet, causing limitations to cease to exist. Her journey in parasports is not just a story of triumph over adversity. It's a continuing saga of the pursuit of excellence, of shattering stereotypes and of tenacity and willpower that just won't give up. Sheetal Devi's journey from a village in Jammu and Kashmir's Kishtwar district to the world stage is proof that limits exist only in the mind. CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards 2023 proudly presents the Special and Para Sports Leader of the Year Award to Sheetal Devi.
Ladies and gentlemen, limits exist only in the mind. In the face of challenges, Sheetal Devi rises as a Special and Para Sports Leader of the Year, a testament to her resilience and unwavering commitment. I invite Sheetal Devi along with her coach Abhilasha Chaudhary to join us on stage and accept this distinguished award.
That room tells a story. I mean, it is absolutely remarkable. And still a teenager, what she's been able to achieve against all the odds. What a phenomenal story. The only thing that I have in common with her is that I'm also from the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So, Sheetal, आपसे मैं ये जानना चाहूंगी, कहाँ से आपको साहस मिलता है? कहाँ से आपको प्रेरणा मिली? कहाँ से साहस मिलता है?
जय माता दी। मुझे बचपन में ही अपनी फैमिली का सपोर्ट रहा है, बहुत अच्छा सपोर्ट रहा है, तो सबका सपोर्ट रहा है। जब मैं आरसी में पहली बार आई थी श्री माता वैष्णो देवी आर्च एकेडमी में, तो मुझे लग रहा था कि मैं आरसी नहीं कर पाऊंगी, बट मेरे कोच कुलदीप वेदवान जी है जिन्होंने मुझे आरसी सिखाई। मैं सर को कहती थी कि पहले सर मुझसे नहीं हो पाएगा ये, क्योंकि वो बोझ जो होता है वो बहुत भारी होता है, उठाने में पहले दिक्कतें होती थी। तो बाद में मुझे सर ने बोला कि कोई बात नहीं, पहले तो दिक्कतें होती हैं, बाद में हो जाएगा, प्रैक्टिस करो। जब जैसे जैसे मुझे सर ने बताया मैंने वैसे ही किया, तब जाके आज मैं यहाँ तक पहुँच पाई हूँ। मुझे सब कोचेस का सपोर्ट रहा है और प्रीति दीदी का भी बहुत सपोर्ट रहा है और फैमिली का भी बहुत सपोर्ट रहा है, टीचर्स, फ्रेंड्स, सबका सपोर्ट रहा है, जिन्होंने मुझे आज तक भी अलग होने का एहसास नहीं दिलाया है।
बिल्कुल, आपके पिताजी यहाँ पे खड़े हैं और आपके जो कोचेस हैं, आपके मैनेजर्स, आपके फ्रेंड्स जिन्होंने आपको सपोर्ट किया है, जिन्होंने आपका सहारा बढ़ाया है। लेकिन कितनी प्रैक्टिस करती हैं आप दिन में?
हम पूरा दिन अपने ग्राउंड में ही होते हैं, प्रैक्टिस करते हैं और कोच हमें सिखाते रहते हैं। जो भी गलती करते हैं हम अपने कोचेस से बताते हैं कि सर अब देखो, तो जैसे हमें सर बताते हैं वैसे ही हमें करना पड़ता है।
तो अब अगला आप किस चीज के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रही हैं? क्या टारगेट है आपका? क्या उम्मीद रखती है आप अपने लिए? क्या सपना है आपका अपने लिए?
मैंने ओलंपिक के लिए क्वालिफाई किया है और उस ओलंपिक के लिए अच्छी प्रैक्टिस करूं, अच्छी मेहनत करूं, ताकि वहां पे अपने देश को मैं मेडल दे पाऊँ।
आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आज आप यहाँ आए, and we look forward to seeing you win an Olympic gold. Thank you very, very much, Sheetal Devi. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again a thunderous round of applause to Sheetal Devi for her exceptional spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, moving forward, it's now time to shine a light on the Sports Leader of the Year. This distinguished award recognizes an individual for their outstanding leadership in the field of sports. Let's take a look at his extraordinary journey.
He's the youngest player to score a double century in one-day international cricket. The youngest player to have a century in every format of the game. And the youngest Indian cricketer to score a century in T20 cricket. Shubman Gill is a shining star in the world of cricket and enjoys the distinction of being the fastest to ratchet up not just 1,500 ODI runs, but the quickest to 2,000 runs in ODIs. This prolific right-handed batsman from Punjab, who recently set cricket fields ablaze with his batting and fielding prowess in the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, has a 61-run average in ODIs and holds the record for the highest T20 international score by an individual for India. For his invaluable contributions to Indian cricket, CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards 2023 proudly presents Sports Leader of the Year Award to Shubman Gill.
Ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving a warm round of applause for the Sports Leader of the Year, the incredibly talented Shubman Gill.
Shubman, as we just saw, there are lots of records that you've already broken. Which one is the most special? Which is the closest to your heart?
I would say fastest to 2,000 ODI runs, and that would be my favorite one. Just, I mean, to be able to be the youngest to score 200 is fine, but for me it's all about the long run. If I can keep breaking the longer records, that would be amazing.
So what's the next record that you hope to break? What are you working towards?
There is actually no personal record that I'm working towards right now. We are actually going to South Africa, and we, as India, we haven't won a test series in South Africa, so that's something hopefully that will change by the end of this year.
We look forward to the test series and to an India win, but I have to ask you about the World Cup. And of course, billion hearts broke on that day, but there is going to be another World Cup, and I know that you are going to be there in the squad, taking India forward. What was it like, that moment for you? How have you coped with that? Because that's part of an athlete and a sports person's journey as well.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it was very heartbreaking for all of us. But I think as people, as athletes, if you have something to look forward to, then you're always prepping for something. And I think to be able to move on from anything, whether you have done well, you have won a World Cup, you have lost a World Cup, if you have this ability to move on, I think that always helps in life.
Without a doubt, that certainly is the way forward. The greatest of all time.
That's a very tough one. I would say, for me, Sachin sir, because he's the reason I started playing cricket. So I would say Sachin sir for me.
Well, look forward to seeing you play many, many more successful record-breaking innings. Shubman Gill, congratulations, and thank you once again for joining us here this evening. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Shubman, and thank you, Mr. Bindra, for gracing us with your presence. Requesting the Minister to kindly stay back on stage. A heartfelt congratulations to Shubman Gill for his outstanding achievement in cricket. Truly a shining example of excellence in the sport.
I would now like to extend a warm invitation to Zareen Daruwala, Cluster CEO, India and South Asia Markets at Standard Chartered Bank, to join the Honourable Minister on stage.
All right, now we turn our attention to those who have magnificently raised the profile of India on the international stage with the category Outstanding Contribution to Brand India.
Let's now delve into the remarkable achievements of our winner.
And so, on 23rd of August 2023, India became the first country to plant its flag on the lunar South Pole, and just the fourth with a successful moon landing under its belt. ISRO's Chandrayaan-3 stands testimony to India's scientific prowess, ingenuity and determination, and has reaffirmed India's status as a space superpower. Chandrayaan-3 survived extreme temperatures, including lunar nights when temperatures plunged to minus 280 degrees Celsius, and its Vikram rover traversed treacherous, uncharted terrain to successfully complete its tasks. But what really sets ISRO's Chandrayaan-3 apart is that it was executed at a budget of 600 crore rupees, less than Hollywood's various depictions of space exploration. For scripting, directing and executing India's cosmic triumph, CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards 2023 proudly presents the Outstanding Contribution to Brand India Award to ISRO and the entire Chandrayaan team.
Today we are thrilled to bestow honor upon Team Chandrayaan, whose exceptional efforts have not only elevated India's global stature but have also contributed significantly to our lunar mission. Team Chandrayaan is the embodiment of scientific excellence and national pride. M. Sankran, Director of UR Rao Satellite Center, and B. Guru Vithal, Project Director, to join us on stage.
Congratulations to the entire Chandrayaan team. I know that the nation was holding, actually the world was holding its breath in those last few seconds when we were waiting for the touchdown to happen. What was the mood like? What was going through your mind at that point in time?
We knew that we are going to do it, and we saw that it is happening as planned, flawlessly. But the final touchdown, we were just seeing and just felt it's over.
Oh yeah,
it's over. So all credit to my friend Dr. Veeramuthuvel.
You know, and that is true teamwork. It is all of ISRO coming together, working together to make the magic happen. I want to understand from you the painstaking effort of pulling off a mission like.
First of all, thanks to the jury and the CNBC-TV18 for honoring us, the ISRO and the Chandrayaan-3 team. And it was really it's a life-satisfying moment for all of us because we worked with utmost commitment for this mission. It's an highly responsible project, and we have to do this mission successfully. So we have done it, and it is more than a scientific achievement. It has become a country's achievement, so we are very happy about that.
It is indeed a proud achievement for the country. When you script a success story like this, how do you better it?
How do you better this?
No, so the next, this gives a lot of motivation for us, and in fact we work for this mission, so it gives more boost for us, and we will come up with much more interesting missions, and we have many. So as already Prime Minister of India has announced that we have to be human on moon by 2040, so we are working towards that.
We look forward to being able to achieve that mission as well, that moon mission as well. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause to Team Chandrayaan for taking brand India to the world. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening.
Congratulations once again to the entire team at Chandrayaan for their extraordinary contribution. Well, ladies and gentlemen, amidst our celebrations, we take a moment of reflection and pay homage to those remarkable individuals who departed from us this year. Let this be a moment of recognition, a moment of honor for the leaders who made substantial contributions in their respective fields, leaving behind legacies that profoundly inspire and continue to impact our lives.
We solemnly pay homage to the visionary leaders, stalwart pioneers and brilliant minds whose journeys concluded, yet whose indelible contributions continue to resonate.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us as we sincerely pay our respects to the esteemed memories of Dr. M.S. Swaminathan and Mr. Ashwin Dani.
This year, we pay tribute to the lasting contributions of an eminent geneticist, an education luminary celebrated as the architect of India's Green Revolution, and a pioneer whose innovations made Asian Paints a household name across the nation. As we reflect on their legacy this year, we also mourn their loss. Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, a tireless advocate for small-scale farmers and environmental conservation, has left an indelible mark, ensuring food security for millions. His impactful term in Parliament included a bill advocating for the recognition of women farmers. Honoured with prestigious awards, his contributions have significantly shaped India's agricultural progress. Ashwin Dani, the driving force behind Asian Paints, elevated the company to become India's largest paint maker with a group turnover of 21,700 crore rupees. At the time of his passing in 2023, Forbes estimated his net worth at approximately $7.1 billion, underscoring his significant impact on both the company and the business world. Tonight at the CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards 2023, we salute these exceptional individuals, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan and Ashwin Dani, recognizing their remarkable contributions to India's economy and the enduring legacies they have left behind.
Well, as we commemorate these great leaders, let us reflect on the indelible marks they have left on our society. Their memories and achievements continue to inspire us and will be remembered for generations to come.
So to accept the award on behalf of the late Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, I would like to invite on stage Mr. Krishnamurthy, and to accept the award on behalf of the late Mr. Ashwin Dani, please welcome his son Jalaj Ashwin Dani to the stage.
Thank you very much for joining us. And we'd also like to honor Mr. Dani. Would you like to say?
No, I would just say 3 months back when he was in the ICU, one of the things that kept him going on his tab even at that time was the last year ceremony where you honored him. And that also motivated him and energized him. So thank you for everything you guys have done, and legacy lives on. Thank you.
Thank you very much for recognizing his extraordinary contribution over many decades. It's been an inspiring one, even to the family, of course, but more importantly to the putting India on the map globally. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Dani, and thank you very much, Mr. Krishnamurthy, for joining us.
Though they may no longer walk with us, the paths they've paved continue to light the way for generations to follow. We express our deepest respect and gratitude for the profound impact of their life's work.
Well, it is my privilege to introduce the next set of honors, which is the IBLA Hall of Fame. This prestigious recognition is reserved for an exemplary leader whose influence has been pivotal in shaping the course of the industry and contributing significantly to the India growth story.
With profound respect and admiration, we extend a warm welcome to the latest inductee into the 19th edition of the India Business Leader Awards Hall of Fame. Now, this exceptional individual is lauded for visionary leadership, unwavering commitment to excellence, and significant contributions to society and the nation's progress. May I humbly invite Dilip Asbe, Managing Director and CEO of NPCI, to join us on stage for this award.
Let's now delve into the inspiring journey of this distinguished leader.
Deepak Shantilal Parekh. The name is synonymous with India's banking and finance industry. He commands an unparalleled legacy that starts with him ushering the concept of home loans into a country where people were hungry to own their own homes. And 45 years later continues to build on his foundations while delivering a bouquet of financial solutions ranging from insurance to banking to stockbroking and advisory services. Under his guidance, HDFC empowered over 9 million Indians to own their homes, growing its loan book to an astounding 7.24 lakh crore rupees. From battling skepticism to crafting the largest corporate merger in Indian history, Parekh's journey has been extraordinary. His skills, strategic foresight and acumen instrumental in reshaping India's private sector banking landscape and writing and rewriting the book on both financial services and policy. At the age of 78, as Parekh stepped away from operations at HDFC, he left India with a financial juggernaut in a merged HDFC and HDFC Bank, an entity that is India's largest private sector bank by assets, the world's 5th largest bank by market capitalization, which has topped $150 billion, and the 16th largest employer in India. As a brand, HDFC Bank as it stands today is a testament to a career that has defined leadership, vision, an indefatigable spirit and chutzpah. Today we celebrate the work of a titan. We proudly induct Mr. Deepak Parekh into the CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards Hall of Fame.
Please give Mr. Deepak Parekh a big round of applause.
Sir, we have something very special prepared for you. Request Mr. Dilip Asbe to share some insights on Mr. Parekh's legacy.
I was telling Minister that my first house, we know the first financial institution we know is the HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank wasn't there. The first house my father bought with the loan of HDFC at Borivali. So 2 lakh rupees loan we had taken. I still remember the EMI. 3060 was the EMI. Right. Thank you so much, sir, for being there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dilip. Mr. Parekh, lots of numbers there that have captured your journey. If I were to ask you, how would you sum up your legacy?
No, first of all, it's an honor to receive this award the jury has bestowed on me, and it particularly at the right time because the best of me is behind me now.
No, nobody will accept that.
Anyway, over 4 decades of work in starting the housing finance company, and then it became too large and we had to merge with the bank, and that was done earlier this year to become a large bank. But no one individual can build an institution. You require support, patience, staff, management. So this award should really go to the erstwhile HDFC Limited employees. and who were working with me all over these years. You know, at this age, people put you to pasture. Experience and wisdom is fetid over the world. But in some cases, age is just a number. So, yeah, that's the case. Anyway, I'd like to see India stride ahead and take a rightful, honorable place in history. And I have been saying since the last few months that in my 50-odd years, 50-plus years of working in India, I have never been as optimistic as I am today. And the best years are to come, and you don't have to wait for long. It's round the corner.
The best is round the corner for India, as per Deepak Parekh. That's the big story. But Mr. Parekh, as you said, we will. But as you said, age is just a number. What's next for Deepak Parekh?
See, you have to return to society what you earned. So at this age, you have to be in a foundation and do the right things that one has to do.
Mr. Parekh, it's an absolute pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Deepak Parekh, the recipient of the India Business Leader Hall of Fame Award. Congratulations. We are in awe, sir. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening.
Congratulations, sir. Tonight, as we induct Mr. Deepak Parekh into the IBLA Hall of Fame, we stand in awe of his unwavering dedication and transformative influence. CNBC-TV18 takes immense pride in honoring a legacy that not only inspires but also continues to shape the future of our nation. Thank you, Mr. Azbe. Our attention now turns to commendable achievements in business and leadership. We present the Distinguished Outstanding Company of the Year. Now, this prestigious award is bestowed upon an organization that has showcased innovation, a steadfast commitment to sustainability, and exemplary corporate responsibility.
I would also request K. Satish Reddy, the chairman of Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, to join us on stage now as we announce the award.
Hospitals, over 5,500 pharmacies, more than 500 clinics, 1,700 diagnostic centers. In a journey spanning 40 years, Apollo Hospitals has become synonymous with healthcare in India. As India's first corporate healthcare provider, Apollo led the foundation for India's private healthcare sector and has been instrumental in building onto one that addresses over 70% of the country's medical needs. Apollo Hospitals has repeatedly pushed into new frontiers, from pioneering life-saving treatments and using cutting-edge technology to bringing MRI and CT scans to India, to launching Apollo Proton Cancer Center, the first proton therapy center in South Asia and the Middle East. It has a 5-year CAGR of 15% in revenues and nearly 50% in profits, even as it continues to focus on providing patients from over 150 countries with accessible, tech-first healthcare solutions for its unflagging drive in bridging the divide between cutting-edge medicine and affordable healing. CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards 2023 proudly present the Outstanding Company of the Year Award to Apollo Hospitals.
A huge round of applause for Apollo Hospitals. Please welcome the leading women of Apollo Hospitals to our stage. We are now joined by Ms. Shobhana Kamineni, the Executive Vice Chairperson, Ms. Sunita Reddy, the Managing Director, Dr. Sangeeta Reddy, the Joint Managing Director. Also, many congratulations to Dr. Preeta Reddy. You're truly missed here today.
I'd now like to request Mr. Reddy to share a few words with us that he has prepared as a special dedication to this remarkable company.
First of all, wanted to thank CNBC for giving me this opportunity to speak about the institution Apollo Hospitals because it has revolutionized healthcare in this country. It's also a delight to be here because I'm in the presence of the most dynamic woman of Apollo Hospitals. Preeta is not here, but Shobna, Sunita, Sangeeta. It's a pleasure knowing you all because I know them since a long time. Sunita was just saying from one ready to the other. So we're all friends since a very long time, not friends, but family, over the generations. And more than anything else, I think all of us know that it's been the first corporate hospital chain in the country, Apollo Hospitals, thanks to the foresight, the vision of Dr. Pratap Reddy, whom all of us admire and respect so much that he's brought the best healthcare to India. Because all of us remember that in those days, in the 80s, at the time when he started, healthcare was not really up to the mark. All of us were looking to the West to see how things were. But to bring the best of the healthcare, and the work continues among the dynamic sisters of Apollo, who continue to take the legacy forward. It's great in terms of the areas they've gone into, diagnostics, in terms of precision medicine, even the pharmacy, which they've done. It's a leading offline pharmacy, and also online, I'm sure will be the leading one very soon. So it's a great company. All of us admire a lot. Thanks for the service, to all of us. So fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us here. I know we're missing Preeta, but it's lovely to have the three of you here. Would you like to say a few words?
So, on behalf of my visionary father and Preeta, who couldn't be here, and my amazing sisters, our deepest gratitude to the jury and to, the 200 million patients who put their trust in us, patients from all across India and across the world. We are deeply indebted to you. Thank you for your trust. And I must say that we are driven more than a personal sense of doing something right, but making something consequential for India and the rest of the world. So thank you very much.
I can't let the three of you go. What we're seeing happen in India today is the takeover of healthcare chains by private equity. Is that a possibility for Apollo?
Not a possibility for Apollo, but don't be surprised if we work with others in India.
Congratulations.
When are we seeing you in Mumbai? Soon. She is Navi Mumbai. We are talking of Mumbai.
Congratulations once again, ladies and gentlemen, Apollo Hospitals, the outstanding company of the year. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Congratulations once again, and thank you, Mr. Satish Reddy, for doing the honors. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, moving forward, we celebrate the Entertainment Leader of the Year, honoring an individual whose vision and creativity has left a lasting mark on the world of entertainment. It's a moment of great honor and privilege to celebrate a remarkable journey of a cinematic legend. With a gadar of talent, this achiever continues to storm the Bollywood scene, proving that his acting prowess is like a relentless force, creating waves of admiration in the industry. Let's take a look at the journey of our Entertainment Leader of the Year.
A true luminary in the vibrant tapestry of Indian entertainment, Sunny Deol, with a career spanning over 4 dazzling decades, stands with the greats in the realm of Bollywood. From the iconic roar and Damini that echoed through generations,
तारीख पर तारीख मिलती रही है, लेकिन इंसाफ नहीं मिला मिलोट.
to the heart-wrenching pain of Ghayal, Sunny Deol has left an indelible mark with performances that resonate like cherished melodies in the hearts of fans. And then the grand saga continued with Gadar 2, a spectacle that didn't just break box office records, it danced on them, leaving an indelible mark in the industry. Shattering the box office records by crossing over 690 crores gathered to not only declared itself a blockbuster but also an anthem of the masses, turning Sunny Deol into a living legend. For being a trendsetter, an eternal inspiration and a symbol of the timeless magic of Indian cinema, CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards 2023 proudly presents the Entertainment Leader of the Year Award to the one and only Sunny Deol.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our Entertainment Leader of the Year, Sunny Deol.
Congratulations, 40 years of making movies. What does it feel like to be doing this today?
Like somebody said, age is just a number. So I still feel I'm still the same old Sunny which was there in Betab. It has been great. The journey has been great, and I think everyone over here has grown, seeing my dad's films, and then obviously we followed. And somehow we did keep up our dad's tape, nice and high there. And now my brother is doing it. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You know, your iconic line has now even been used by the Chief Justice of India. Tariq pe tariq pe tariq. Mr. Deol, you have to do that for us in your own inimitable style.
तारीख पर तारीख तारीख पर तारीख तारीख पर तारीख मिलती रही है मिलोड, लेकिन इंसाफ नहीं मिला. मिली है तो सिर्फ तारीख.
पाकिस्तान का हाल भी तो सुना के जाओ.
बस हिंदुस्तान जिंदाबाद था, जिंदाबाद है और जिंदाबाद रहेगा.
Mr. Deol, thank you so much. Congratulations and appreciate you joining us here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Sunny Deol. May I request my colleague Rahul Joshi to please join us on stage for a chat with the Honorable Commerce Minister. Can we have the chairs out for Mr. Joshi and Mr. Goyal?
Good evening, everybody. Piyush ji, you have a tough act to follow. Sunny Deol has just left. But the good thing having Piyush ji with us is that you can ask him questions on politics, business or economy with equal felicity. Let me begin with politics. So 2-2 tomorrow, the score?
वो आप लोग का आकलन हो सकता है. हमारे लिए तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी कल भी विजयी था, आज भी विजयी होगा और कल भी विजयी होगा.
क्या बात है. ऐसे में आपको जाने नहीं दूंगा. मध्य प्रदेश और राजस्थान में आपको क्या लगता है?
दोनों जीत रहे हैं.
दोनों जीत रहे हैं.
बोथ वी आर विनिंग वेरी कंफर्टेबली. मध्य प्रदेश और राजस्थान में स्पष्ट रूप से भारतीय जनता पार्टी की विजय होने वाली.
और छत्तीसगढ़?
छत्तीसगढ़ का ट्रेडिशनली जितने हमने चुनाव देखे हैं, they've always been a percent here or there. We've experienced over many elections, 1 or 2%, and the elections in Chhattisgarh changes. The difference this time is Bastar region has been very good for the BJP, which was traditionally a weak link in our electoral victories. So looking at the feedback we got in Bastar, we may land up with a good win there also.
And what do you think of the Congress emphatic victory that seems to be coming Congress's way in Telangana?
अच्छा है थोड़ा बहुत जीतते रहें जिससे राहुल गांधी फोकस पे रहे और हमारे लिए एक अच्छी प्रतिस्पर्धा में राहुल बाबा सामने रहने चाहिए.
You know, they won Karnataka, they won Telangana, they could also win Chhattisgarh. So could this mean something in 2024? You know, I remember you had predicted quite accurately in 2019, before the results were out, that the BJP would get 303. What is your number for 2024?
I would normally do that not based on some astrology or a number out of the hat, but traditionally I would do that because we were running surveys and we were getting feedback from all over the country. Looking at Prime Minister Narendra Modi's popularity ratings at the current moment, in fact, on a lighter note, only 2 weeks ago in San Francisco, the Mexican president was talking to me about Prime Minister Modi's popularity from 2014 until now at the international level. And he was not remembering the Morning Consult name, which I reminded him. And then you know what he says proudly? He says, you know, 14 to 23, every single week, Mr. Modi has been top of the charts worldwide. But 1 week, 9.5 years, he says 1 week, I beat Mr. Modi to it. And he was so immensely happy about that. But on a more serious note, the way I look at the country's picture, I see very little possibility of losing any seats in the 303 seats that we had won. You may land up with an occasional mishap here or there, but chances are that most of the northern belt, the northwestern belt, that's Himachal, Uttarakhand, Delhi, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, which gave us a clean sweep, except one seat, Chhindwara, which we had lost last time,
yes,
where now this time we're going to work to win. I think the entire belt was a clean sweep and we'll continue to get that. Uttar Pradesh, last time we got about 64 seats.
That's right.
My own sense is this time we'll go for the jugular. We'll be looking at 80.
80.
But in any case, we are not going to be less than 77, 78 in Uttar Pradesh. What Yogi Adityanath has done in Uttar Pradesh is brought back sanity in that state, law and order, and some of the best sports girls that we just now met. He's brought confidence in the people of UP back again. And by the way, we won Rampur also. So we are looking at a 77, 78 haul in UP, which gives us an additional 13 seats. Chhattisgarh, we had 10 out of 11. Maybe we'll repeat that. Maybe we'll be 1 or 2 seats plus or minus. West Bengal, we had 18. We could go up to 20 this time because if you recall last time the Calcutta belt we missed out.
Right.
Karnataka will again have a clean sweep. Maharashtra, the BJP on its own will gain some seats. We had 23. This time we hope to go up to 27, 28 at least.
So that gives an indication that you're fighting more than that.
We'll be looking at winning 330, 335 seats this time around.
Wow.
Given the blessings of the people of India.
So you are saying you will not lose in Karnataka, you will not lose seats in Karnataka, not in West Bengal, not in the South.
Karnataka mein main chunav mein jata tha. Wherever I went, even when they said that they would not vote for the BJP in the local assembly election, the same breath they would say, but for Delhi, Modi is our leader.
330 is a huge number.
Plus.
335 you said, 335 plus.
Plus.
Okay. That is a huge number. All of opposition coming together, they put one candidate against the BJP across the country. 335, that's a huge one.
Rahulji, you are such an experienced political analyst. Now, for all of your viewers, tell me one vote that Ms. Mamta Banerjee will add anywhere outside West Bengal. Show me one vote that Akhilesh Yadav can add outside the state of Uttar Pradesh. What will Uddhav Thackeray add anywhere outside Maharashtra? In fact, now he has no party left in Maharashtra. I suspect he won't be adding any votes to that conglomeration, even in Maharashtra. So if you look at the individual elements of this UPA in its new format and new name, I don't think they really bring much to the table. On the contrary, there'll be a serious risk of erosion of votes because first of all, they cannot decide a leader. Second, if they do decide the leader that we would like them to decide, then we may look at bigger numbers than 330. Thirdly, if they don't come up with a leader and they're going to fight a disparate set of individuals, then I think the people of India don't want the kind of coalition politics they've seen for 30 years before Mr. Modi came in. We don't want a corrupt government or a government which gives excuses of compulsions of coalition politics. Country today wants a decisive leader, a leader who means business, a leader who delivers, who's made us the 5th largest economy in the world, who commits to make us the 3rd largest in the next 3 or 4 years, and who guarantees to make us a prosperous, a developed nation when we celebrate 100 years of independence.
You know, the tendency of the BJP is always to frame the election as Modi versus Rahul Gandhi. You know, you also began by saying that. Do you think that Rahul Gandhi's perception has improved a little bit after Bharat Jodo Yatra? And you know, you have some state elections to back. Karnataka, they won after that. Telangana, if they win, is another one, which could be a big victory. Chhattisgarh, anti-incumbency, you know, and they still could likely get.
We respect the verdict of the people. Every election is a standalone election. And we must grant that they have won Karnataka. We must grant that they won a few states. Himachal they had won. But that is part of politics. That's the way public life is. There are several factors in each election. But at the national stage, the way the country has progressed in the last 10 years, the kind of benefits that the people of India have got without discrimination, बिना भेदभाव के देश के कोने-कोने तक जिस प्रकार से विकास पहुंची है, the empowerment of the common man, सशक्तिकरण की जो हमारी कल्पना है, and the saturation of various government programs so that the young man and woman of India move away from the day-to-day problems of roti, kapda, makan, pani, bijli, sadak, swasth, shiksha. We've taken all of these out of the lexicon of an Indian. Today these are granted for every family. And that's where 140 crore Indians derive inspiration to aspire for a better quality of life. What Mr. Modi has done is changed the aspiration of a common man. He is now looking at a good quality of life. He is now looking for the good things of life. And that is what is driving the Indian economy, that even in the Q2 this year, now we've grown 7.6%, far beyond every analyst, including your channel, by the way.
One thing we were just discussing earlier in the evening was that if some exit polls have predicted that, you know, Congress could win Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh could be a landslide for the BJP, one CEO was saying that if that were to happen, he really worries about the future of the country because that means that this whole freebie culture is really winning. How serious is this a problem? What Narendra Modi has called the Revdi culture.
Well, very clearly, Prime Minister Modi believes that we have to empower people, not weaken them. We should not be looking at a society of people dependent on doles or dependent on government gratis, which is why all his programs are focused on saturation to every individual and every family. He never discriminates on the basis of caste, religion, creed, language. We don't look at any state from the lens of whether they voted for the BJP or didn't vote for the BJP. Our effort is that good things happen in everybody's lives. We empower them to be more aspirational, to look at a brighter future for the children. The demographics are in our favor. We have an under 30 population today, and we are expected to be under 30 for the next 30 years. This young population in a country which has 2/3 of its people in the working age is going to drive demand in the country. The culture of quality and sustainability is seeped into the nation today. And my sense is, in less than 30 years, this young under 30 population will add $30 trillion to our economy. By 2047, we'll have a per capita income of close to $20,000, and that's going to be the future which will drive India to greater heights.
We'll see what happens tomorrow, and I'll come back to you with more questions after the results are out. In the meanwhile, another important issue, and a burning one, is that Canada's allegations, what they call credible allegations against India, India's involvement in Nijjar's killing. More recently, US has also said the same thing about a conspiracy to assassinate Panun. How do you react to this?
Well, India believes in the rule of law. We are very, very proud that this is a country which goes strictly by the rules of the land and rules of international diplomacy. Under any condition, under any circumstances, I don't think anybody in India can ever imagine government-sponsored activities of the type that are being alleged. We are already seeing that there were internecine fights amongst the criminal ganglines, both in Canada, we've seen that in the US. Whoever is responsible for it should be brought to the books. We have already instituted an inquiry to find out if there is any more details. But I can assure you that the government of India doesn't do these things. Government of India, the people of India, if at all we had to really get down to this kind of activity, there were much bigger fish after which the country would have gone for many years. I think we are a country which is proudly a country which upholds the rule of law, and whatever may be the allegations, I'm very confident that all of those would be baseless.
Emphatic answer from Piyush Goyal here. I know it's been a long evening and I will not take much time, but I'll have to ask you a few questions on business and economy. Not a better time to be asking you questions on this. Nifty is scaling a peak of, it's breached even the 21,000 mark, Q to GDP at 7.6%. So all looks good. But, if you look at China, in 2007, China's GDP was about $3.5 trillion, which is the same as ours today. The per capita income is also almost the same as ours today. So if you look at it in income terms, we are 17 years behind China. So while all the hype is there around, I heard the Cisco chairman say that India will be the largest economy in the world. How soon can we catch up with China, and how?
Well, I've been doing some maths around this. Even if we were to grow in real terms at, say, 7%, for argument's sake. Though personally, my belief is, given the strong fundamentals of our economy today, given the fact that we have a young working age population in the country today, and the enthusiasm that you see amongst the youth of India today, my sense is we'll be accelerating our growth as we move forward, particularly with the large investments being made in technology, the large investments being made in building infrastructure for tomorrow, the focus on renewables and sustainability, and on meeting the sustainable development goals. I do believe that we'll be inching up to a double-digit growth number. But even if for a moment we take 7%, and we look at about 4% or so as our inflation level, 4.5%, which has been the average of the last 9.5 years, the lowest that independent India has ever seen in a decade. We are at nominal growth of about 11.5%. The rupee is quite stable. In fact, we've outperformed most other emerging economies. Even if we were to depreciate a year, 1% or 1.5%, we are growing at 10% in US dollar terms. So about 7 years to double our economy, 7.5 years to double our economy in US dollar terms. Well, it should not take more than 25, 26 years to 27 years to be a $35 trillion economy.
That is the target the Prime Minister has also set recently. So I can't let you go without asking a question on inflation. Inflation is making and breaking governments around the world. I know you've got a crucial job of running the Consumer Affairs Ministry. You've sold onions in the market to control prices. You've launched affordable Bharat brand of atta. What is your message to consumers, traders, and the farmers about food inflation?
Well, I was a boy from Mumbai, पर अब मुझे आलू प्याज का दाम भी रोज सुबह देखना पड़ता है when I get up in the morning. But it's truly been an enriching experience working in the Consumer Affairs Ministry and the Food Ministry. In fact, when the Honorable Prime Minister took the decision to give free food grains to 81.35 crore Indians for the next 5 years, it really was a matter of great satisfaction and happiness. And I still remember, incidentally, I was in Mumbai the day that file came for signature. And it was a poignant moment for me signing the file under Prime Minister Modi's directions, ensuring that the people of India will get free food grains so that no child in our country ever has to sleep hungry. At the same time, if you look at the prices over the last 10 years, by and large, inflation has been under control. We've seen the occasional spurt, particularly post the Ukraine war, where we saw inflation go up from 4.5% to 7%. But this is the strength of India today. There was a time, 10 years ago, when 10-12% inflation was the norm. I mean, Uday Bhai is here, Adil Bhai is here, they'll all remember the days when we wouldn't be surprised if we saw a number of 9-10% inflation. Today, the people of India have become so demanding that even from 4.5% to 6.5% or 7% is not acceptable. And that's what we like about the new India. The fact that the country is becoming aspirational and demanding. Onions has seen a little bit of a problem. The last time around the crop was low. Then the rains got delayed. So Kharif crop has got delayed by about 2 weeks. We've had late Kharif. And recently we've had rains coming back again. But we've taken effective steps. We've introduced a minimum export price to bring down the exports of onions. At the same time, when onion, before that tomatoes went up, we've launched atta, Bharat atta. I'm thinking of launching Bharat rice. So I'll become a large retailer very soon. Idea being to make sure the poor, less privileged sections of society can get their staple diet, their day-to-day needs at an affordable price. This is a proactive government. We remain a step ahead of the curve, and I can assure the people of India that we'll make sure that you continue to get your foodstuffs at affordable price, high quality, good stuff.
Piyushji, we are running out of time. Just 1 or 2 quick questions. You were in the US recently and you toured Tesla. When is Tesla setting up in India?
Well, I think Mr. Elon Musk is so active on X that he will be the person who will let us know when Tesla is setting up in India. But I can tell you one thing for sure. The age of electric vehicles has arrived. Today, in terms of two-wheeler sales, another 2 or 3 years and I see almost 100% of new two-wheeler sales being electric. In three-wheelers, we are almost already close to 100% electric three-wheelers. Some of them may be CNG driven. In four-wheelers, we are still only barely 2%, about 50,000 cars out of, or less than 2%, 50,000 cars out of 4 million cars which are sold, four-wheeler cars. But I do know that Maruti doesn't have a model as yet. They are planning to come out with something soon. Tata's is already active in the electric vehicle space. Mahindra's has come out with some fantastic offerings. So we'll have Tata, we'll have Mahindra. I do believe Maruti, Suzuki, after their merger with Toyota, they already have hybrids, but they are now coming out with an electric version in the next 6-8 months. We'll see a lot of action on four-wheelers. Therefore, Tesla would not like to miss the bus. And I had made a prediction, I think it was on your channel. You have an overdrive award?
Yes.
Okay, so it was at the Hyatt Regency in Delhi, either in 2016 or 2017. while presenting the Overdrive Awards, like a similar function like today. When I just made an off-the-cuff remark, I saw Pawan Goenka somewhere here. Pawan was in that program. And I just made an off-the-cuff comment that by 2030, I see all the cars being sold in India being electric vehicles. Today, I feel strengthened to say that that is right before my eyes. Another 7 years, and every new vehicle sold in India will be an electric vehicle. Can you imagine the game-changing dimension to the national economy? Yes. When we reduce our crude oil imports, when our petrol diesel consumption comes down, imagine the strength the Indian economy will have. Imagine the reduction in carbon or the fuel smoke that we see all over the country, all over the cities. So I do believe we are well on track. Tesla cannot afford to miss the bus. They will want the large domestic Indian market.
Thank you for that answer, and thank you for this interaction, Piyushji. He celebrated his wedding anniversary yesterday, so very, very happy wedding anniversary to Seemaji and Piyushji. Thank you so much.
And we celebrated watching Mamma Mia at Jio. And I would strongly recommend to those of you who want to tap your feet and remember the good old days of ABBA, something worth watching. It's truly world class. And just before I conclude, a little piece of information. I was asking Rahul, why was this function not held at Jio? And he tells me they didn't get placed there. It was all sold out.
Arm's length relationship. Thank you, Piyushji.
Thank you, Mr. Goyal and Mr. Joshi, for sharing your invaluable perspectives. Request the Honourable Minister actually to stay back on stage. Mr. Goyal, if you can come back on stage for just the next few set of awards. Well, initiating the next set of awards with the Breakout Brand of the Year. Now, this award recognizes homegrown local brands that have created a distinct niche, has been created ideally by a first-generation entrepreneur foraying into the world of business.
Let's have a look at the journey of this breakout brand.
K-Beauty, the brainchild of actor and entrepreneur Katrina Kaif, thrives successfully in the fast-evolving beauty and personal care market. The sector, currently valued at $11.6 billion, is experiencing an 11% growth year-on-year basis. And in this competitive space, Katrina Kaif has emerged as visionary by offering a diverse range of makeup and skincare products. K-Beauty has carved a niche for itself and has achieved an annual turnover of $7.57 million within a short span of just 3 years. Holding hands with Nykaa, that secures 51% of its stake, K-Beauty is now almost at an annualized GMV run rate of 1.3 billion rupees. For her affinity towards makeup and getting all ingredients right, which reflects strongly in the growth trajectory of K-Beauty, CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards 2023 proudly presents the Breakout Brand of the Year Award to K-Beauty by Katrina Kaif.
Ladies and gentlemen, our winner needs no introduction, but I'll do my best to capture the essence of her extraordinary journey. She's not just a Bollywood sensation, but a global icon who's consistently putting India on the map, whether it's via performing arts or representing prestigious brands, and most importantly, being instrumental in founding one of the most loved homegrown beauty brands in India.
Request Shireen Bhan to kindly join us on stage to give Katrina the award. Katrina's journey is a testament to the fusion of cinema and business acumen. Please join me in welcoming the enchanting Katrina Kaif, co-founder of K-Beauty, India's first celebrity makeup brand by an Indian actor, a trailblazer whose impact transcends borders.
Katrina, congratulations and thank you so much for joining us here at the India Business Leader Awards. The journey to entrepreneurship, what's been the high point so far? And more importantly, what's the target that you've set for yourself now?
I think the high point for me so far has been being able to set my foot into the arena of beauty, and that was always a dream for me. It was long, many years I had a dream of starting my own beauty brand, and I wanted that brand to represent women, their unique personalities, their unique beauty. And I think for me, I've been in the beauty industry for so long, and I've often found it to be an intimidating place that has slightly unrealistic beauty standards. And I wanted to create a community with K-Beauty where every woman really truly saw themselves represented. It seemed and it feels like a community where everyone is welcome, and makeup that is truly high performance and absolutely no compromise there. And I think we've received so much love from our consumers, and of course my most incredible partner, the incredibly dynamic Falguni Nair and Naika. She really helped every step of the way, and that's I think why we're here today celebrating this. And this has been my dream. K-Beauty is truly my heart's passion, and our product is phenomenal, so I hope that the sky is the limit.
I would imagine that the sky will certainly be the limit. So what are the plans now in terms of taking K-Beauty global and taking your brand outside of Indian shores as well?
Absolutely. With very few, I think a few weeks and months, we are going to be shortly entering into the US market, the GCC market, Abu Dhabi, Dubai. And I've just returned from Saudi Arabia, and actually there was so much love and so much interest there for K-Beauty. So I'm very excited, and hopefully K-Beauty will be entering into these international markets soon. But having said that, there's no place like home. India is my true love, and I hope that K-Beauty becomes truly the most well-known beauty brand which is homegrown.
Katrina Kaif, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, the breakout brand of the year, K-Beauty, Katrina Kaif. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening.
Many congratulations, Katrina Kaif. A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we are thrilled to celebrate an individual whose lifelong commitment to public service has made a profound impact. The Outstanding Contribution to Public Service Award is a tribute to those who dedicate themselves to serving society.
To present this award along with the Honourable Minister, may I request Mr. Piyush Pandey, the former Chief Creative Officer at Ogilvy India, to join us on stage.
Let's also uncover the incredible and inspiring journey of this leader's unwavering dedication to public service. Can we have the AV, please?
He's a testament to the incredible potential that is India. Over a career spanning more than 40 years, Amitabh Kant has worn numerous hats, from DPIIT Secretary to CEO of the Niti Aayog to India's Sherpa to the G20. And at each turn, he has demonstrated vision, dedication and transformative leadership. He has done more than just give us slogans like Make in India and Start Up India. He has then transformed them into mottos and into reality. As G20 Sherpa, Amitabh Kant chaired over 300 meetings spanning 200 hours of negotiations to deliver the Delhi Declaration. This was crucial in making India's triumphant G20 presidency an exercise in highlighting the country's convening power, collaborative approach and the ability to get things done. For bringing the world to India and showcasing brand India not just as a burgeoning economic power with vibrant tourism and culture, but as a voice of reason and as a champion of the global south. CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards 2023 proudly presents the Outstanding Contribution to Public Service Award to Amitabh Kant.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause to Mr. Amitabh Kant. And may I request Mr. Piyush Pandey to share his thoughts on Mr. Amitabh Kant.
This is the same man who is my batchmate from 50 years back at the same college.
Who do I feel sorry for? You or him?
I think after you hear my story, you'll feel sorry for me. Because 50 years back, he used to clap for me as me and my chaps were busy beating up Mr. Adip Puri's college at cricket. After that, he's been relentless and has me clapping for him all this way around. And recently, he was nice to me. He improved my English also. Because till about a year back, I thought Sherpa was a guy who used to climb a mountain and help somebody climb a summit. Then I realized, no, Sherpa is actually somebody who combines with people to make a better world. So that's how we go back, and I had the pleasure of working with him on Incredible India along with my team. And it's one phenomenal public service. You think that Incredible India is about selling tourism? No, it is making an industry happen to the public. So Amitabh has been a wonderful, wonderful partner, and the way he has grown, that Make in India, Startup India, I mean, India belongs to him. He's an incredible man for Incredible India.
Incredible man for Incredible India. I don't think that we could have put it any better. Trust Piyush Pandey to come up with a line that is going to be iconic. How do you respond to that, Mr. Kant? Incredible man for Incredible India.
You know, well, Shireen, had the pleasure of working with some incredible people. I've always, in government, believed in working with the best. I've never worked with mediocrity. And I've never worked on the principle of L1. I've always believed that you should work on quality come cost. So I had the pleasure of working with Piyush. I've worked with Prasun on now the G20 beautiful campaign, Incredible India, many other things. And even on startup, I've had the pleasure of working with some of the brightest Indians all along. Many of them have won awards today, and they bring in all the young dynamism of India.
So, 40 years of public service, climaxing with your role as Sherpa, delivering the New Delhi Declaration. What next, Amitabh Kant?
You know, I'd only say that on this New Delhi Declaration, we had a very tough time on this Russia-Ukraine crisis. We negotiated, and we negotiated almost 100 hours. And someone whom I've greatly admired, Mr. Narayan Murthy, we beat his 70 hours. We took it to almost 100 hours a week. So that was really tough, non-stop. But what next? Traveling around India, reading, writing, and doing some creative work, and improving my golfing handicap probably.
Mr. Kant, it's an absolute pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Amitabh Kant, the leader of the Outstanding Public Service Award.
Mr. Kant's steadfast dedication to public service stands as a testament to his exceptional character and unwavering commitment. We extend our heartfelt gratitude once again to Mr. Kant for being the torchbearer of excellence in public service. Our sincere thanks also goes to Mr. Piyush Pandey for his presence. We kindly request the Honourable Minister to stay back on stage for a couple of more awards, the upcoming awards. All right, in a world where the call for urgent climate action resonates in every corner, the Outstanding Contribution to Climate Consciousness Award celebrates those actively forging paths towards sustainability, translating words into impactful deeds. I would now like to invite on stage Rohit Java, the MD and CEO and whole-time director of Hindustan Unilever Limited, and Sandhya Devanathan, the Vice President and Head Meta India, to please join us on stage.
Let's delve into the inspiring narrative that defines the success of our award.
Over a decade NEPRA Resource Management Private Limited has been silently working to process and recycle dry waste and has emerged as a transformative force in dry waste management. Using its innovative processes, NEPRA has so far collected over 6 lakh tons of dry waste through its 5 recovery facilities across India and reshaped them into valuable resources at its Advanced Plastic Recycling Centre, which has a daily capacity of 650 million tons. NEPRA's Let's Recycle initiative collaborates with 150 enterprises, actively engages communities that together comprise over 10 lakh citizens and has created over 10,000 jobs. All this while demonstrating robust financial strength, with total operating income seeing a compounded and annual growth rate of approximately 25%, proving that in waste there is wealth. For building an idea into a pan-India movement, with a proven record of enhancing quality of life on the planet, CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards 2023 proudly presents the Outstanding Contribution to Climate Consciousness Award to NEPRA Resource Management.
An initiative by NEPRA Resource Management, Let's Recycle, emerges as a pivotal social enterprise in dry waste management and recycling, driven by a mission to make India waste-free. With great pleasure, I invite Sandeep Patel, the CEO and Executive Director of NEPRA, to grace the stage and accept this well-deserved honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't let you go without telling us what next is. Yes, absolutely. What's next for NEPRA?
I think, every 2 years we take a pivot because, we always realize there is a better way of doing things. So, कचरे में हमने हर 2 साल पे यही सीखा है, क्या नहीं करना, right? So, journey has been building on what we have learned in last 2 years. So, we have built NEPRA for next growth, जहाँ पे हम सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास, जो कचरे में missing है, हम उसके ऊपर already काम कर रहे हैं और I think you will see more of us now. Thank you.
Congratulations and thank you so much for joining us here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause to Sandeep Patel and the team at NEPRA.
Well, a heartfelt congratulations to Mr. Patel and the NEPRA team. Congratulations once again. Your commitment and impactful actions serve as a beacon in the pursuit of a sustainable planet, safeguarding the rich colors of nature.
Absolutely.
Well, following the acknowledgement of the Outstanding Contribution to Climate Consciousness Award, we have a special segment this evening. It's time for special jury recognition, a dedicated moment to applaud the outstanding contributions of those who stand out in the pursuit of excellence.
Tonight, we take pride in celebrating an individual whose unwavering commitment to environmental sustainability and climate advocacy is truly exceptional. His journey not only enlightens but also empowers and inspires action towards a healthier planet. Let's delve into his remarkable story.
This was the 380-acre Delhi-Gurugram border. Till this man, Vijay Dashmana, walked into it and remade it into the Aravali Biodiversity Park. Declared India's inaugural other effective area-based conservation measures site, this ecological marvel now houses 300 plant species, shelters 195 bird species and thrives with diverse wildlife. In a drive that has lasted 28 years and counting, Dashmana has breathed life into numerous ecosystems, recalling to life what was once considered ecological lost causes. From the Aravali Nagar Van to Sikandarpur forests, to Bachapur Forest Corridor, to the Rajaji Biosphere Reserve. For his tireless commitment to environmental sustainability and climate consciousness, CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards 2023 proudly presents special jury recognition to Vijay Dashmana.
Join me in extending a warm welcome to Mr. Vijay Dashmana. His vision and proactive efforts in nurturing nature have earned him this special jury recognition. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Vijay, truly awe-inspiring story there. What drives you to do what you do?
Firstly, thank you very much for the jury, for CNBC and everybody here to acknowledge something which is, in the back burner. Ecology,
sustainability, species recovery, restoration. India has committed to 25 million hectares of ecological restoration. And it's a big task that we all have to undertake, and especially, business leaders, because you have the resources and a legacy of making things happen. Therefore, I would request that we, work towards that. But in my case, I think I'd have fantastic team of women. A group called I Am Gurgaon. They supported, we gave a vision to them. They helped in executing that vision. We have over 80 corporate partners who have worked on these projects with us. Many of them are here, and has transformed these landscapes, which are either mined or dumping grounds, into thriving forests.
Vijay, it's been an absolute pleasure. May your tribe continue to grow, and may we have more people join hands with you to ensure that we do see the restoration of our lands. Thank you very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Vijay Dasmana.
Congratulations, Vijay Dasmana, on the recognition. Your significant contributions to climate advocacy and preserving our planet's beauty is truly, truly commendable. Well, recognizing the extraordinary, the award celebrates a campaign that not only captures attention, but leaves an indelible mark.
Let us get a glimpse into the mesmerizing campaign that exemplifies our winners' innovative and impactful initiative.
Whether it's about working out or finding love, or trying to cope with losing it, whether it's about getting away or finding your way back. Music today is about playlists. And Spotify took playlists a step beyond moods and life situations to show they can be about sparkling and fueling a movement. It's a movement of choice, emphasizing the significance of women's voices in the music industry. For this, it used the Unheard playlist. Spotify's ad campaign, powered by Wonderlab in collaboration with Sony Music India, drew attention to the missing female voice in popular duets, and reinforced this with short video messages from various female artists. For a campaign that made audiences sit up and really listen, sparked a serious conversation about the indispensable role women play in the music world, and got artists, the industry, and music enthusiasts to sing a different tune. CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards 2023 proudly presents the Brand Campaign of the Year Award to Spotify's The Unheard playlist.
Well, the campaign stands as a testament to Spotify's unwavering commitment to pushing boundaries, crafting a vibrant, diverse and inclusive musical experience. With great pleasure, we invite Raj Deepak Das, the Managing Director of Leo Burnett India, and Neha Ahuja, the Director, Head of Marketing at Spotify India, on stage to receive this award.
So, can I have Dinesh and Divya, the guys who really worked on the campaign here as well? Congratulations. Well, while your team comes up, tell us what's going to be on the Spotify playlist next.
What is our next Spotify playlist? I think so 2023, the best of Spotify always. I think so the rap is happening. If you're not seen the rap, go to your Spotify and watch your rap. It's the best thing can happen for you. You're on it, right? It's fantastic. And now with all the 34 musicians, what you're doing it, amazing.
That was nicely plugged here on the IBLA stage, but congratulations to the entire team at Spotify. Thank you so much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the brand campaign of the year.
Congratulations to Team Spotify and Leo Burnett. Your campaign serves as a powerful reminder of the impact storytelling can have on creating social change. Well, thank you, Rohit and Sandhya, for doing the honors. I request the Minister to stay back on stage for the last two awards that we have of this evening. The next award, ladies and gentlemen, is the Outstanding Business Leader of the Year, presented to a visionary who has made indelible contributions to their industry and to society. I'd like to invite Mr. Narayan Murthy, a distinguished former IBLA jury chair and award winner, to join the Honorable Minister on stage to present the next awards.
Let's take a moment to explore the journey of this exceptional leader.
Outstanding Business Leader of the Year, Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw. In business, as in everything else, leadership extends beyond profit margins. It's about transforming lives. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw lives and breathes that mission every day. An exceptional biotech entrepreneur, healthcare visionary and global influencer, she has nurtured and led Biocon from a small startup into a globally renowned and respected business with a footprint that covers over 100 countries. Biocon is today India's largest global biosimilars company with revenues in excess of $1.4 billion and total assets worth $6.5 billion. It has positively impacted 5.7 million lives by making life-saving therapies more accessible and affordable and innovating to increase treatment options. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw has spearheaded Biocon through crucial breakthroughs. It created the world's first biosimilar trastuzumab to treat breast cancer, and is the first company in the world to commercialize a synthetic version of human insulin to battle diabetes. But Kiran's legacy goes beyond the lab and the boardroom. She is the first woman business leader from India to sign the Giving Pledge and set aside a major portion of her wealth to assist transformative causes. The jury of the CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards 2023 confers on Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw the title Outstanding Business Leader of the Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Outstanding Business Leader of the Year, Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw. I'd request Mr. Narayan Murthy to kindly share a few words about Ms. Shaw. Over to you.
Well, first of all, I have to thank CNBC-18 and Shireen for giving me this opportunity to be part of such a joyous and happy occasion. Second, before I talk about Kiran, second, this has been an extraordinary day. I saw so much of positivity, so much of optimism, confidence, hope, and all of that has happened, my friends, because of our Prime Minister. I think it is very, very important for us, all of us, to realize that whether it's urban India or rural India, educated India or or not so well educated India, whether it's rich India or the poor India, whatever it is, that we saw all along amongst the various awardees, everybody is confident, everybody has hope, everybody is positive, and that is an extraordinarily difficult task. I mean, all of us who have run companies know that. Now, coming to Kiran, of course, she is a family member. She and my wife Sudha are party girls. I am not. She is the godmother to my son Rohan. You know, I was very privileged to invite her to be on our board when I was part of Infosys. And whenever there is any problem, my children run to her. Now, that is at a personal level. But more importantly, what she has demonstrated to
all of us, to entire set of 1.4 billion people, is something extraordinary. She has demonstrated that an educated, a value-based, an intelligent and determined woman can succeed as well as anybody else. I think she's a great role model for all of us, and therefore I think it is such an honor for me, such a privilege for me to be able to be part of this particular award function.
Thank you so much, Mr. Murthy. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, what can I say? Mr. Murthy has summed up your contribution. You're an inspiration to so many of us who watched your journey, who watched your evolution. As you stand here today, Kiran, what goes through your mind? What is it that you see for yourself from here on?
I've always been a very proud patriot and a very proud Indian in everything I do. And I've always wanted to put India on the global map at a very, very, at a leadership level. So I think that's been my aspiration throughout my entrepreneurial life. I think Mr. Narayan Murthy and I share that vision of saying, how do we make, Indian companies global? How do we put India on the map of the world? How do we make a difference in what we do? And I think we are really, believing and supporting our Prime Minister's vision, because that's what he's also believed in very strongly. How do you make India great, the Vishwa Guru? How do we do that? I think all of us believe in that dream. And I think today is the best time for all of us to live that dream. And I think for me personally, of course, I've just celebrated my 45th anniversary of creating Biocon. And as everyone says, age is a number. But I do hope that, I keep having the energy to go on and keep doing what we all aspire to do, which is to see global leadership from India.
45 years, what a milestone, what a remarkable milestone it is. But Kiran, I can't let you go. Party girl, godmother, entrepreneur, global role model. Who's the real Kiran Shaw?
Party girl.
Well, I think Mr. Narayan Murthy really thinks I'm a party girl, but I think the real me is I'm everything. I'm multifaceted. I love, the serious and the fun, and I think everyone needs to have a bit of both.
I agree. I couldn't agree more with you. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, thank you so much. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause to our outstanding business leader of the year, Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw.
Heartfelt congratulations, ma'am. A true embodiment of visionary leadership and entrepreneurial brilliance in the business world. I request Mr. Goel and Mr. Narayan Murthy to continue gracing the stage with their presence for the final award of the evening. We now come to a very, very special moment, the Lifetime Achievement Award, honoring a lifetime of dedication, innovation and leadership.
Well, it's that time of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is a story that not only inspires a nation, but also stands as a testament to the transformative power of grit, dedication, and strategic acumen. Let's take a glimpse into this remarkable journey.
In the grand tapestry of finance and leadership, his work and contributions are woven intricately into the very fabric of the industry and the economy. Under his leadership, guidance and vision, Kotak Mahindra Bank converged challengers into stepping stones. And the startup that needed financial assistance to be born today commands an asset base of a staggering 6.2 lakh crore rupees. A market capitalization in excess of 3.5 lakh crore rupees and revenues of more than $8.5 billion, driven by a team of over 100,000 professionals. But Uday Kotak's impact is not just seen and felt in Kotak Mahindra Bank's boardroom, but in boardrooms across corporate India. His vision has shaped policy making and financial reforms and left an indelible mark on the economic narrative of the nation. Today at the CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards, CNBC-TV18 salutes Uday Kotak's journey and legacy by honoring him with the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Now, before we invite Mr. Uday Kotak to the stage, we cannot conclude this evening without a special tribute encapsulating the milestones of his illustrious career. Mr. Murthy, may I kindly request you to share your thoughts on this celebratory moment?
Well, it looks like I've been privileged to be part of the event where the minister has given awards to two of my close friends. Uday is another. You know, the development experts believe that the only way a country can create sustained prosperity is through the power of entrepreneurship in an environment of stable and long-term policy created by a government that is efficient and effective. Entrepreneurs, as you people know better than I do, convert a brilliant idea into jobs. They create wealth for themselves and their investors. And most importantly, they pay taxes to the exchequer so that the government can use it efficiently on public goods. I can't think of a better example of that than my good friend Uday. His contribution in the financial sector area is, of course, very, very seminal. And I am very grateful to CNBC-TV18 for allowing me to be part of this particular function. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mr. Murthy. Congratulations again, Mr. Kotak. You know, everyone stood up as you were walking up on this stage, and that really is a testament to the contribution that you made, not just in creating Kotak Mahindra Bank, but for India's financial sector. As you look at where we stand, from a bank's perspective, but also from the India perspective, what's your bet?
Shireen, first of all, I believe 60 is a new 40. And therefore, thank you for giving me an award at the age of 44. At this point of time, if there's one thing I wish, is I, and I hope all of us here, are together to celebrate India at 100. And the dream is, how do we transform India to a 9% per annum GDP for the next 25 years? And what does it take for us as people, as a nation, as practitioners, as policy makers, all getting together with one team, one dream, which is India, a 30+ trillion economy, and per capita income of every Indian at $15,000 plus from its current $2,500. And that's the dream I have for every one of us with India at 100.
So that's the India at 100 dream. But what is the Uday Kotak dream? When we last spoke, the day that you decided to give up as CEO of Kotak Mahindra Bank, you said that you would like to play a role as a mentor and as a coach. Who are you going to be mentoring? Who are you going to be coaching?
I think it's a 1.4 billion people, us together. How do we create this as a dream? It's about collective leadership, and if there's anything I care about, is to be a part of this journey in whatever shape or form. And for India and for us and of course for me, picture abhi baki hai.
Well, I must share two insights. One, of course, he's been mentoring me for many, many years now. I think more than 2 decades. So he'll continue to mentor many of us and supporting us in our work. Point 2, I'd like to share with you that when ILFS was collapsing, he was in Russia. And the country needed, the government decided that we need a person of high integrity, high competence to take care of the difficult situation the country and ILFS was in. I was tasked with getting Uday to accept to take care of ILFS. And I remember calling him up somewhere, not even in Moscow, he was somewhere in St. Petersburg or where, and calling him up late into the night, driving him to leave all his meetings. I think he took 4 flights that day to reach India because his plane couldn't get permission or something to fly over Pakistan possibly. Took 4 flights and was religiously in time at my home to accept the responsibility the government wanted him to take. So always somebody the government banks upon, somebody we look upon to be a part of government and support the nation.
Mr. Kotak, congratulations once again, sir. What an honor it is to have you join us this evening. Mr. Murthy, I cannot thank you enough, sir, for joining us here this evening. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sir, if we could request all of you to stay back on stage. Once again, Mr. Kotak, congratulations on the award. And I would now like to request all the award winners this evening to join us on stage for a photo op. We welcome all the award winners on stage with a big round of applause.
Huge round of applause for all our winners tonight. We thank all our jury members. We request you to kindly come on stage as well. All our presenters. Keep the applauses going, ladies and gentlemen.
Our heartfelt gratitude extends to our esteemed guests, the luminaries gracing our stage, the dedicated jury members, and the outstanding individuals and teams recognized this evening. Your contributions and narratives not only make events like these memorable, but genuinely inspiring.
A special acknowledgement to the organizers, the hard-working staff, and all the unsung heroes behind the scenes. Your relentless efforts have crafted a seamless and enjoyable experience for all of us.
And to our valued audience, your engagement and enthusiasm has added a unique warmth to the entire event.
What an extraordinary night it has been. A sincere thank you to everyone who played a role in making this evening possible. Please join us for a delightful dinner and cocktails. May you have a splendid night, everyone.